SkipperWing Bird coming to you live with the Nuts of Skip stream. Also, we preemptively have a guest in this chat because I like to start up my stream early, which logs me into Discord early. And so, yeah, that happened. That person will be allowed to introduce themselves after I do the whole intro thingy. Tonight, we're going to work on another Crimson Fly because that's what we normally do. Oh, crap, I forgot to set up Tokyo Machine. Let me do that real quick. YouTube, come, Tokyo Machine, rocket. One of these days I want to figure out which songs YouTube Twitch and YouTube are dickish about, because like there's like some streams just like whatever song that YouTube doesn't like, it never plays. But then there's some times where it's just like, oh yeah, we're going to everything is fine. But whatever. Anyway, as you guys know, I need to do the social media promo, which I mostly set up, so go me. So see you in like 5 minutes. Also, Gabe, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hello. My name is Gabes. I'm no one, but I'm here.
Yeah, you say that now. So yeah, what do you do when you're not, like, annoying me on stream?
What do I do? Sometimes I stream video games. Most of the time, I just kind of keep to myself, annoy people, show up on other people's streams. I am technically a writer. But
you are a writer. That's how that works.
That's true.
Did you write something? Did you put it somewhere? Then you are a writer.
I put it somewhere. It's just not in a place where other people can see it yet.
Oh, NaNoWriMo?
Oh, yeah.
And copy that. So, yeah. Also, yes, Gabe's is very much going to become a verb because, just like with the whole, like I think if I do make a shut up Gabe's, command, it's probably going to be mods only. Cause, yeah, I don't trust people to not be dumb.
Right. Like, I remember, I think it was one of the Game Grumps panels and something like that. And, like, one of the fans was, you know, it was like a Q&A thing, and like one of the fans was like, oh, I made gifts for everyone. And it was like handing them out, and like it was time to hand them out to Ross. He was like, no, Ross! And like kept moving on, like, dude, that's not
how that works.
That's not cool if you're not personally friends with Ross.
Well, did he actually double back and give him one?
No.
That's not how that works! That's not how that works at all!
Yeah.
Like, no! Why? No, again! Why again? Which, unfortunately, this is a callback to a conversation we had before the stream, which Gabe will explain in a minute. But, no! Like, no! Again! This is gonna be a moat! Because... it's funny, I say that so many times that I need an emote for saying this needs to be an emote. Live streaming.
Ooh, I just realized there's a new poll that I can vote in.
Yeah, that poll was supposed to end the last Friday? Because that was the last time I played Super Mario Odyssey.
Well, joke's on you, because I already voted on it, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I think
And I'm the only person repping Super Mario Odyssey for the past 3D Mario, so...
Really? Wow!
You kind of have to understand where I'm coming at it from, though. I didn't play Super Mario 64 until, like, 2 to 3 years ago.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I mean that, like, because for me, like, each successive Mario game is better than the last, so I'm surprised Super Mario Odyssey isn't winning.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like 3 people voted for Super Mario 64, 1 person voted for Super Mario 3D Land and World, and I voted for Super Mario Odyssey, so...
It didn't show me the result. I'll check it out later. Cause yeah, I don't know. Well, as somebody who maintains a memory of playing them on the regular, so it's not just like, oh, I remember one or the other, or like I played them in some variation in the recent memories. I'm like, why? So let's go to
StreamYard's. I will be honest. that I can't really give a truthful answer because I haven't played Galaxy or Sunshine.
Sunshine's harder than it really should be, and Galaxy can get kind of linear.
Yeah, though I don't mind linear. I'm sure like if I ever played Galaxy, I would probably like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just never really. I had a Wii, but I didn't get a chance to pick up Galaxy before I had to get rid of it.
Oh, that bites.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the last game that happened to me for. But I realize I need to message people and let them know that it's stream time. Because I know Jiggy's not streaming tonight, but I also know she's available, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I might stream later tonight. I've been trying to do...
Like, if game streams were not as necessarily focused as they needed to be, I would say, yeah, you should stream right now. But, like, the problem is that they tend to be so focus-driven.
Yeah.
That, like, it becomes that you're focused on the stream and then you'll just randomly toss out words, and it's just like, I have to accidentally kick you off. So, when I say accidentally, I actually have to directly kick you off. It's not really, there's nothing really accidental about it.
Right. But also, it wouldn't really work too well with my setup right now, since I'm, like, just streaming from the PS4 rather than, like, doing capture stuff, so it's, like, it'd be hard for me to, unless I just streamed pure gameplay and didn't have my mic hook up to the game stream.
Well, that's what I used to do for art.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, though, because it's, like, for me, at least with game streams, I think if there's not vocal commentary, then it's like, oh, I need to be watching this because it's good.
Yeah,
or because the person's doing something interesting.
Like, I think I was watching somebody stream like that, and I'm like, why am I here?
Yeah. Where it's like, if you're doing a game stream, like, I want it to be, like, a speed run, if you're not going to be doing any commentary.
And even speedrunners tend to talk. Like, I've never met somebody who was, who couldn't talk and play at the same time, to a certain extent. Like, yeah, there's certain exceptions to that, like, where it's like this is really, really hard, or I'm just not good at talking. But I feel like, especially to be an internet personality, you kind of need to be able to dually thing. Whimsy writes, "Hi, hey Whimsy, welcome to the Skip stream. Also, feel free to jump in the Discord."
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, here it comes!
Weighing in at 200 pounds of weight, I hail from Baltimore, Maryland. Drastic action. Dramatic echo.
Oh god, so epic. I lost my headphones.
How we all doing?
I have just had my mind blown by Gabe's Cheshire.
Like, oh yeah, what happened this time?
Okay, so Gabe, do you want to get into it?
Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the one about my high school?
Yeah, because the thing from Discord we've kind of moved on from.
Alright. So, my high school made national news, or at least my old high school. I graduated like 3 or 4 years ago, so whatever.
Oh my.
Anyway, they made national news because a 25-year-old posed as a freshman there so that he could play basketball.
Like a 25-year-old dude posed as a high school freshman to play basketball.
And he was able to attend for nearly 9 months, aka the whole school year.
And it was funny because...
How, though?
Yes, that was my reaction! That was my reaction! Like, how? Why? How again? Why again?
Yes.
And it gets better, because my initial reaction was, okay, that's not so bad, and then Gabe drops this bomb.
He was dating 14-year-olds.
Oh, Jesus.
And apparently it got physical.
I didn't know about that part.
Oh, that's a special kind of skeevy.
Like, no.
Anyway, he's arrested now.
Good.
for forging federal documents, not for the other stuff.
Put him under the jail.
Yeah, so he got in by pretending to be a homeless refugee from Hurricane Harvey.
I can't mad all over again about
Why
that.
does it just keep getting worse?
And because the school has pretty like relaxed standards for like homeless registration for like reasons. They apparently got him in under a fake name. They didn't look too far into it. Let's see what.
How? Why?
How many more times can my mind be blown today?
I know, right, Jurassic?
So,
like,
he had a history of playing basketball at
Oh, you're talking about how he got caught, right?
Yeah. So he played basketball for the season. He was voted the district's offensive player of the year because he was really good.
Oh god.
And also, word on the street is, they don't say this in the article, but talking to some people who know him, like, they're like, we realized there was something up with this over 6 foot tall freshman. And
oh dear.
He got caught because one of his former coaches from another high school in the same district saw him playing at a tournament back in April and recognized him as like, hey, I had that kid 7 years ago.
Wow.
I know, right?
And so he told the basketball coaches like, hey, one of my former players is playing for you. Yeah, okay, here it is. It's from December. It's from the Prospect Report Twitter account. And they're like, yeah. Dallas Hillcrest was led by 6'2" guard Rashon Richardson, who got 34 points and 15 rebounds. Coaches, he gave the #1 team in the nation of 40 points in 3 quarters a few weeks ago. And this is for like the thing where they post potential athlete prospects for colleges.
So he's a freshman.
Yeah, and this was posted in December.
He's 6 foot goddamn 2.
Which is funny because normally when you're black, you're assumed to be older, not younger.
I posted the link in Discord, but have you guys seen a picture of this?
Oh my god!
Let me post the tweet.
Also, Kaiser D187, thank you for the follow, much appreciated.
Yo.
Hey, Whimsy, Lady B, welcome. You just missed the world's weirdest mind. Okay, I'm gonna swear just this once. The world's biggest mindfuckery.
Oh, dude, I could have swore for you.
Yeah, we totally could have sworn.
Okay. Yeah, here's the tweet. Look at this. The pic of this 6'2", 25-year-old freshman. I just put it on the memes and stuff channel.
Okay.
Dear God.
So, Gabe, refresher for Whimsy and Lady B.
Yes, refresher.
That's all this dude. Just the dude that went back to high school so he played some damn basketball.
Yep. I love how you're laughing because you've heard of this.
Because I saw the post.
Me and Drastic. Well, I'm not on Facebook anymore, but me and Drastic just had our minds blown.
This is insanity.
Guys, this was my high school.
Oh no, not your high school. He's like 25 years old. I'm like, bro, what you doing?
What was he gonna, what was the plan?
Oh, hey. Time out. We gotta celebrate. Time out.
Yeah, we do.
Lady B hit affiliate. Woo!
I haven't pushed the button yet.
Lady B!
Look, you got the email.
I got an alert on Twitch, so I don't know what to do now. But yeah.
Cody writes he has to shave every morning.
Who has to shave every morning?
Oh,
God. Yeah.
This is awkward to do in the middle of a stream, but yeah.
Cause that is.
Wait, he had a kid too.
Oh my god.
Ah! No! Why?
How old is the
Again?
It doesn't say. It just says he has a young child.
What?
Your Scottie Pippen looking ass gonna try to pass for a freshman.
I mean, he's 25, so...
You broke me, Games. Yeah.
He's literally trying to live his childhood.
You think it's bad? Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Look at this brother.
I have to post this in the memes because this one's too good.
Oh
I am 12.
no.
Dallas ID.
Oh God. Why? How? Cody Riggs, was this kid going to school next door at the kindergarten?
Check my birth certificate.
Right.
How do you get that far in life and think this is a good idea in any way?
Yeah, like it's so weird. It's like you wanted to play basketball again. Like, dude, there's so many places to play basketball.
There are so many rec leagues and public parks for you to not be an asshole in.
Why high school? High school sucks.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, mine was pretty awesome. But still, why? How?
This brother's game was so whack. He had to go back to high school and try to dominate some kids. Like putting up triple doubles with 9th and 10th graders is not impressive, man.
Wait, so
Not at your age and height.
So wait, not only was he so if he was sleeping with 14-year-olds or getting physical with 14-year-olds, what's the mother of his kid think of all this?
I don't know. She's not
Why are they
mentioned.
not even
but,
together?
like,
So why did she let him have him or the kid?
What are you talking about?
well, like maybe he doesn't. It just says he has a young child. Doesn't think he has custody.
I'm still mind boggled. I just no.
I'm really curious as to like how old the kid is because there's a good chance like if he's in the child's in 5th to 6th grade, if he wasn't caught, they would have been going to high school together.
Oh,
This is like the Goofy movie all over again, but not funny. But at the same time, totally hilarious.
I believe you mean an extremely goofy movie.
Shut up, Gabes. You know, for once, I can't actually say I got Gabe. I'm just gonna say shut up, Gabes.
I said allow.
Oh man.
Oh God, why?
So hilarious.
How?
It's
just
Why?
wrong on so many levels.
Oh, thanks, Gabes.
How do you fail that hard?
Uh,
But so that's the thing is that it wasn't just him who failed. Like a lot of people had to fail for this to work.
This is true.
Yeah.
He should have never had the opportunity
Right.
to play as a freshman.
Why?
Why?
God! I just want to laugh and cry at the same time.
No.
okay, so the superintendent stated that he had seen the man play a game earlier this season, and in his defense, quote, he didn't look any different from the other students, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, whatever, Mr. Racist. We don't all look alike.
Look, in my defense, he was extremely tall and extremely African American.
Yeah, thanks, Superintendent Hinojosa.
Oh God, like
At
of
least
all
it was
the...
better than our former superintendent, Mike Miles, who was like, the thing that would help in a school shooting is to keep the doors open at all times.
Oh, that's that guy?
Yeah.
Gabe's
Oh,
life...
no, that's someone else. That's Dan Patrick. Now, this is the superintendent who was like, we want an order to keep all school doors open, like all classroom doors open, to make it safer.
That's not how that works! That's not how
So you can
anything
see inside
works!
the room if something's happening.
Like, why? How? Also, Cody, you're in the co-host crew, so you can pop in the Discord too.
Yeah, get on in here.
Get in here, Cody.
Yeah, we're having fun. Talking about crimes.
Yes, because I think Gabe, I think you're the only one who doesn't stream that I haven't vetted through just watching them stream. I mean, well then again, Cody would be the first
stream.
Well, occasionally, but like he was like I did the.
I was in the co-host crew before I streamed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I just kind of worked my way in.
Well, also I post you from Jen.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why? Oh my god. Like I hope somebody clipped me convulsing like 15 times over cuz Cody writes, "Wait, I'm checking out something. LOL." All right, well we'll be waiting on you, buddy. Cuz we like to hear your voice and see your artwork that you need to post more. Oh man. I've got nothing on that. Like I don't even know what I was going to talk about this evening. Like, I mean, I really didn't actually ever have plans, like, for tonight about what I was going to talk about. Mm-hmm. But, like, well, I guess I was going to talk about Thundercats. Wait, did we already talk about Thundercats? We talked about Thundercats. No, we talked about Thundercats on Saturday. We didn't talk about Thundercats, with the co-host crew. But,
No, we didn't.
But, yeah, my mind was like,
Well, I didn't.
Well, I mean, we can talk about it. I kind of do want to talk about it again. Which is weird because I don't really need to talk about it. I've kind of said my piece on it for, like, ever. Until it comes out.
When? Where?
So, Cartoon Network did a promo for the new Thundercats. Thundercats Go. Think, Voltron by way of, Teen Titans Go. Because I don't actually know how many people are invested in,
Later, Kevin. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, so I don't know how many people are actually invested in Thundercats, because that's another part of this conversation that people are getting up in arms about, too. So...
Because the 2011 reboot didn't need to be canceled. That's all.
Well, yeah.
Still salty. Hashtag still salty.
Oh, you should be. It was good.
Forever.
Cartoon Network announced their new Thundercats cartoon, Thundercats Roar, which again, like I said, it's well, I guess you're all old enough. Gabe, you're pseudo old enough to remember Thundercats. You've seen the intro. I know you've seen the intro on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
It's Thundercats by way of Teen Titans, and by Teen Titans I mean Teen Titans Go, not Young Justice. So, Twitter is being Twitter again. Where, like, everybody thinks that they're the one person to say anything about the thing. And so it's like when you ask the creators, hey, why are you being that guy with the baseball bat? Well, because you weren't here the 15,000 times where he was poking me in the back. And, it's funny because, like, from my end, I don't tend to follow the kinds of people who make me mad. Or post anything that would cause them to make me mad, or I'm not famous. I'm not famous enough for people to know who I am to be mad at me for making them mad.
Can I make one quick statement about madness because I'm kind of proud of this?
Oh shoot!
So I was playing Overwatch and I just made the entire enemy team rage quit.
Okay, we're gonna time out on Thundercats. Please elaborate.
So, my team wasn't doing what they needed to do and left me in a 2-on-1. I killed the first one, the other guys got killed. So, like, I booped one guy off the cliff and, like, ulted the other guy. And, like, all three members of the team were like, nope. They all rage quit.
Wow. Well played. Please tell me you clipped that.
I have the play, not them rage quitting, but I have the play that, the play of the game I got off of it.
Dude, you should post it in video games.
So
I should.
Sorry to take it back to a previous conversation.
Okay.
But I found a different article written by one of the parents.
Of the 14-year-olds?
A Hillcrest student. Yeah. And it kind of contains more clues about like what students were doing to try to investigate.
So the
25-year-old.
So the students were suspicious, but the adults were like, yeah, he sounds legit.
Yeah, and then it's like once the adults found out that like the students went and found everything because that's how you do. It's like apparently they thought it was a little suspicious why he would cradle a baby girl on the sidelines of basketball games. And then once they figured out his real name, they found pictures of him playing college basketball, found his SoundCloud page with original rap tracks.
So he's playing college basketball.
How you can tell that he was actually older than he was supposed to be, they found his MySpace page.
Oh no!
Say that again?
You could tell that he was older than he was supposed to be because the students found his MySpace page.
You got to be a certain age to have a MySpace page.
To be fair, I had a MySpace page, so...
How old are you?
I'm about to be 21.
Oh.
I mean, I started mine when I was in 3rd grade, so...
Well, also, like, Gabe's is one of... Like I said, like, Gabe's and Lore has special privileges regarding my age gate thing when it comes to the skip stream. But, good!
That entire story is just a roller coaster of hilarity and failure.
It is.
It's a definition of, but wait, there's more.
Sad and scary because it's true.
Yeah, that's the most info I have right now.
Right now, because it's gonna get worse.
Oh,
Like, there's no way that there isn't more info about how this gets worse. You mark my words, this is gonna get worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep posted on it, because, like I said, I'm still friends with a lot of teachers who either work there now or used to, and they post a lot of stuff about what's going on. So I'll probably get updates on who's getting fired and who's responsible. And
Yeah, because somebody needs to lose their job for this. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's blowing up. It's a big controversy, and I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the superintendent ends up stepping down. Honestly, I mean, he stepped down once before.
I just realized that like half the people.
That happened in Baltimore County.
I just back need to check some sources on the YouTube. Cody, jump in the Discord. You should be able to see it because you're part of the co-host crew. If you can't, let me know so I can add you to the co-host crew. Like all the hows and the whys, and you know what the scary thing is? I think like everybody in the stream, with the exception of Gabe's, because you're actually 21, could probably pull this off, given what we know.
Oh.
Like, given what we know about the oh, did we lose something? We lost Lady B. No.
Oh, yeah, we lost Lady.
Back to the stream like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I just noticed that. Also, hey Cody, welcome to the skip stream. How are you doing tonight? Also, introductions, please.
What?
Yeah, because like I think it's like the first time you've been in the co-host club, so you should totally.
Wait, am I? Do you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
You said what?
You're a little quiet.
Is this better?
A little bit louder.
Is this better?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit more.
Turn my headphones up.
Right. How about now?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh, how about you guys?
It's still a little bit quiet on my end, but I might just be deaf, so.
Hold on a second. Let me try something. What about
now? No, that just got worse.
Yeah.
So this is better.
Yep.
Just yell everything.
Okay. Alright. Now, so the thing is, like, I don't watch a lot of, like, professional basketball, and I'll usually pay attention to some of the college stuff, but then, you know, sometimes the high school stuff comes in to play. But yeah, that's why I was checking YouTube, because I was just like, maybe there's a chance I might have seen a game and they might have like had some kind of weird mixtape or something for this kid, which turns out is not a kid. Yeah, there's some stuff up there, and I'm just like, dang, that's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, cause Ah! 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 Oh god, I'm all convulsed out because this is just so freaking weird.
Was he getting on the school bus or was he driving himself to work?
Did that come into Skip having a stroke or something?
I think so.
Yeah, Doombot, you missed the last 20 minutes of how and why, and this is a thing that should not happen, but it did. And
Because he's very, very emotional.
I am.
I think each stream I try to make it my challenge to see how I can break Skip.
Good job.
Which is weird because this is like.
I guess this is you set a high bar because I don't know. For me, it's just like that's
Dave's doing the Lord's work.
That's like
What?
extreme.
Boy's doing a large work, yes.
He's doing the Lord's work, that boy.
Oh, bless his heart.
Oh god.
Who wants to sneak back into high school?
Who does? Exactly.
I don't.
I actually saw an interesting movie about an adult who went back to high school.
Was it to get a GED, or just graduate, or was it?
Was it to get a news report?
I'm trying to become a professional basketball player. So
Well,
I sneak
he
in the
does.
easiest way possible.
He does end up playing basketball because he was a really big basketball superstar when he was 17. But it's one of those where it's he's unhappy with his adult life and stuff like that, and then hijinks ensue, and then oh no, I'm 17 again, so he becomes Zac Efron.
Oh yeah,
and
that was
goes
the one
to
with
high school.
where it was the guy Vince Vaughn becomes Zac
No, it was
Efron.
Matthew Lillard.
I'm gonna bite the bullet and say that it was 17 again.
It was 17.
Yeah.
What I thought.
I didn't watch it,
Me neither.
but that is his name.
It's surprisingly not terrible.
Yeah.
Not ever never been kissed.
Oh no, it's Matthew Perry.
That's what I thought too.
Oh yeah.
So
I
it's
thought it was
Chandler.
never been
So Chandler becomes Zac Efron, or becomes
Yeah.
Troy.
Which I don't really know how that works.
Well, to be
But,
fair, Matthew Perry was a sex symbol during the Friends days.
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't really look like Zac Efron at all.
Well, I mean, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to believe Joseph Gordon-Levitt will eventually turn into Bruce Willis. I guess anything is possible.
Sure, at least in that film though, they put makeup on Joseph Gordon-Levitt to where it's hey, we gave you Bruce Willis's nose.
I thought that was CG.
I'm pretty sure his makeup they might have done CG.
No, it was makeup.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably definitely some makeup involved.
But
But I thought they the thing I found out about that later was they superimposed Bruce Willis's face over his so that way it would look like that.
Really?
They actually just used plastic surgery. Off. There's also another movie about an adult going back to high school, but it also started with him going back to kindergarten too and just kind of going up.
Billy Madison?
Grade. Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
That was a really good documentary.
There he goes.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You're not gonna fool me again.
Well said, Mr. President. Well said.
Thanks.
Fooled twice, can't get fooled again.
Somebody actually used that in undergrad as for a lip sync project.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was something he'd actually said until I went up and looked it up later.
And you were like, jeez, man.
Holy crap! The presidency can't get any dumber. And then me from 2018 comes in. Yeah, about that. Oh god.
Okay, but wouldn't it be scary if you from 2018 came back to say about that, but then you from 2032 came back to say,
yeah, Felix
you
is
thought that was bad.
Yeah, Felix is president now.
Gosh, man.
Wait, who's Felix? Who? The guy you refuse to refer to as anything but Felix. Oh god, not him. Wait, I thought he couldn't become president. They changed laws, man. turns out that if his vice president is Jake is one of the Paul brothers, it apparently works. But why, Gabes? Why?
Where can I put this video that's gonna show up in the Discord?
Put in video games.
I mean, like I've got the video hosted on the Facebook page. I don't know where else I can't like upload the video just itself because it's pretty big.
Try dropping the link. It should work.
I just had a link sitting there. I try it again.
So, wait, since when are you Irish, Drastic?
Oh, an artist for a long time.
Is that racist?
It's really good. No.
Is it?
It feels like it should be.
Maybe.
So what's everybody up to tonight, other than like watching me like completely break over this?
I'm trying. I was trying to stay out of here, but you kind of forced me.
Well, you're fun peeps. You're entertaining.
It's okay. It's good peer pressure.
Hey, that reminds me, Cody. Are you streaming right now?
No.
Why not?
Does it work? It did work.
Because I was feeling a little creepy, so.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So let me turn down the music a little bit, because I can barely hear you, and I think
Oh,
that must
oh, good. You have a basketball highlight intro.
Oh yeah. Timely.
I haven't played Overwatch in so long.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys check? Did you guys see the thing I put in video games?
The
stop motion one? No, the stop motion one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's underneath. It's under the, or rather, it's on top of the DS.
Oh yeah, I see it.
But they didn't. Which I was like, oh, that's pretty cute. So cool. Well, that more or less reads. That's good.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where I'm like, I don't like. I mean, it's not so much I don't like Overwatch, but I don't like what Blizzard's doing with Overwatch. But that's cute.
I enjoy the piss out of this game. I can't play Tracer, but I love her to death.
Saying is if you find that
I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Pink Mercy skin.
Oh, the charity one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that still going on?
Since today's the last day, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pick it up.
Oh, how much is it?
$14.99.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it all goes to charity too, so it's like.
Yeah. There's the kicker. Like, I don't think I paid that much money for a skin if it wasn't like for charity.
Yeah, no, if it wasn't for charity, I wouldn't. But, it's technically charity, and I can claim it on my taxes.
That is true.
Like, what is this Overwatch skin that you've deducted?
It's true.
Excuse me, I'd like my $14.99 back, please. It was $16.23 with tax. I don't know if that factors in.
Well, I mean, if you're using it for streaming, then technically, yeah, you could actually deduct it. I think my sister's trying to talk to me. And I'm like, I'm streaming. That's not a thing I can do right now.
Apparently, they made like over $10 million with the skin.
Yeah,
That's nice.
It's
Nice.
that makes sense.
Although, yeah, no.
I mean, if it wasn't for charity, they probably still would have made a ton of money off of it.
True.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Blizzard can like publish
A golden
like just
turd.
paper bags for character skins, and people will be like, "I have to have it." Actually, I would pay for paper bag skins.
Hey,
I
that
will.
was the Amazing Bagman was one of my favorite skins in the Spider-Man PS1 game.
Yeah.
I
that's
don't-
my thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't go out of my way to get the skins. If I get them during the event, cool. Like, I'm not gonna buy a bunch of loot boxes to try to up my chances of getting them.
I feel that.
If I
I've
get them,
done
I get them. If I don't, I don't.
I found it sometimes it just depends on the skin and the event and my current financial stability.
Yeah.
But like, it's more like I don't mind paying like $5 to get some boxes because I play this game enough to make it worth it.
Right.
I feel
there's
that.
some people that play it way more than you do, and they just want everything, so they'll just drop, you know, a hundo on boxes and not grind because they just want all the skin gold.
Right.
Hey, it's their money.
Yeah, to each their
I've
own.
earned an obscene amount of loot boxes just from playing the game, though.
That sounds like my strategy for building my PS4 library.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my PS4 library is typing for free on the PlayStation Store.
Oh, right. This story actually requires some context because I just realized that nobody was here when I was telling it. So, this past weekend they had a 24-hour challenge at my school. And so, one of the things was that the game... Yeah, so basically...
Sorry, let me let you finish the story.
So at a 24-hour challenge, basically you undertake a project to do something in 24 hours. Some of my really good ones were actually my good animations were done in 24 hours. Well, not fully done in 24 hours, just the roughs. Anyway, so the game club was running a game tournament, and because like nobody who actually suggested games was actually going to be at the tournament, they're like, haha, for the lulz, let's make Mario Kart the game of choice. And I'm like, oh really? And everybody who's ever played me is like, why would you do that? We were going to have a tournament.
You cannot say Mario Kart without Skip immediately whipping something out and putting it on the table. Mario Kart, you say?
So
Skip is like the Seto Kaiba of Mario Kart.
Oh wait, but Seto Kaiba loses sometimes. But wait,
I'm
Gabe.
not cool enough to get that joke.
But Gabe, Seto Kaiba loses sometimes.
Yeah, I think I understand what Gabe's saying. It's like,
oh no, I totally get what Gabe is saying. I'm just like making a point.
They say that you show up in a helicopter, you drop down, plug in your system, and then they're just like, who is this guy?
You like go. I would like all of your copies of Mario Kart 8, and then you immediately like set them on fire. You're like, this way, no one can use them against me.
But yeah, so it was funny because I didn't even know what we were playing for, and so naturally, like the students have a bet going. So the club president has a bet going with the vice president. If I win, the vice president has to dye his hair pink. If I lose, if I win, the club president has to dye his mustache pink. If I lose, because the club president is also playing the game with me, if I lose, then the vice president has to dye his hair pink. And I was so tempted to just kind of throw the match and go, yeah, you know what, I want to see you with pink hair. But nope, Horizon Zero Dawn was on the line. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yep. So this is the second time that I've won a PS4 game in a game of chance. Although this one was actual. This one was not actual chance because it's Mario Kart.
Dang, you said that.
Well, no. Gabe's knows. Gabe's knows.
Yeah, I've heard you tell countless stories of Mario Kart stuffs on your stream.
It's a fun game. I mean, I'm like middle tier more so than like a professional player. Like some of those people, I just like, how do you have the time to one, to build your numbers, and two, to like spend time getting that good at Mario Kart. But that's a thing that people like to do. So anyway, about the 24-hour challenge. So what 24-hour challenges are is basically you have 24 hours to get a project done. Sometimes it's making a video game. Sometimes it's making more often than not, it's making a level in a video game, making an animation, doing a series.
Like a game jam.
Yeah, but for everything, not just games.
Why didn't your game club do a game jam?
Because there's one, not enough people, and two, not enough interest.
Wow.
No.
I mean, Doombot, you also teach at an AIW, so you know what I'm talking about when it comes to students.
I know so well that I haven't taught in months.
I'm sorry. No, what you do is you get hired at your undergrad. So then your boss likes you because they know you from when you were a student, and they know that you're one of the good ones.
Only works if you were one of the good ones.
Oh.
Ah, I did not say that. I did not say that.
That's funny.
You got to be one of the students with the apple in your hand, like, teacher, I love you.
And then slap the apple out of the hand. Because it's tough love.
Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself.
So give me my A.
All right, see you in a bit, Cody. But yeah, no, it's a problem with it's kind of a problem with teaching on the East Coast if you're not SCAD, or you're not in New York, or Atlanta for that matter. In that, like, because it's not an animation hub where like all the people are, it's kind of hard to sort of self-motivate the students. Like, you get a few people who are like, I want to be good at this. I will absorb everything that you know like a sponge. But more often than not, it's like, so you guys want to make a video game? No, my homework is kicking my butt, and if my homework's not kicking my butt, then I really need to play the latest video game or watch the latest anime. I'm like, okay, but you need to do some of this outside of school. What are you doing? So, yeah, no, the game club doesn't do that. In fact, the production club actually kind of fell apart, which is really frustrating. Like, the production club is supposed to...
Production plug.
That just went from ew to... this went from gaff to ew, like, really quickly. But they were supposed to make an animated short, and, well, they were supposed to make one in 3D, an independent short, and that fell apart. Then they were supposed to make another 3D short, because they switched from 2D to 3D. And then now that the club leaders are graduating, there's nobody to work on the animation for them. So that fell apart. And so yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, that sucks. But on the other hand, more jobs for me. Less people applying.
Oh no, by production club I mean the students that fell apart, not the... they're getting ready to graduate. So, like, in terms of teaching jobs, it's kind of wonky here. Because that's, like, instead of having people not have enough work for people, now people are just sort of, like, are taking their opportunities elsewhere. And it's like, I don't know how to teach level design. It's not as easy as it sounds.
It's not. So not.
Yeah. So hopefully, but of course, I think I would not have ended up teaching it if we'd had more advanced notice that the low-level design teacher was not going to be there. So, there's that. But yeah. So they were supposed to do a thing. So the closest we can get to the game club making because what my department head wants is for the game club to make their own games and then have a tournament of the games that they make.
Oh, like multiplayer games?
Yeah. Or heck, just even a speedrunning competition. I don't know. But something that basically says, hey, we're cool, join the club, literally, and help us make more stuff so we can raise the profile of the school.
Man, I was going to suggest something, but it wouldn't raise the profile of the school per se. But it'd be a little quicker as far as getting people motivated for game design and be able to compete. Instead of building your own game, you have a mod challenge where everyone gets like a StarCraft map and they get to make their own locations and whatnot and then fight it out.
That would be cool. I don't know that any of them know how to do that or would be interested in learning how.
I learned how to do it over the weekend. I don't remember how to do it now, but I learned it enough to teach it at one point.
But I mean, that's kind of the rub with students is that sometimes you get lucky with the class and they are like hyper motivated to do everything, and sometimes you just kind of the schoolwork is just that to them, and it's not an opportunity to say, let me explore this on my own time by making my own animated short. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, and then when they get out of school, I'm gonna go home and not do this.
That's true, but I feel like there's also like enough games on Steam now that like have workshops and whatnot. Just like grab one of them, and just do a game jam like off of that.
That would be cool.
Because that teaches. I mean, that some of it kind of teaches you, things like level design or,
I'll pitch that to
for assets.
I'll pitch that to my boss. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Because the main problem I've seen with little kids trying to do level design has been balance between like the StarCraft that I was talking about. Like I played a kid on the map that he made. It was like his side had a fortress and my side had like
open plain.
Basically it was like an open plain. I was like, good job. This is not balanced at all.
Well, I'll take that over. What do you guys do when you're not here? Play video games and that's it, and that's the extent of my love for video games. Because that's always going to be my issue. Is just like I need them to sort of to self motivate into actually doing the stuff on their own time. Because usually what ends up happening is if you're not doing the work on your own time, then when you graduate, especially in this area where there aren't a lot of animation jobs or there's not a lot of industry jobs, you either convert your skills into something else or you just kind of lose them entirely.
Right. Well, like that's why if you want more time to work on your personal projects or like get more practice, you just go and get your master's.
Yeah, no. No. No.
What are you doing for, Skip? This crippling debt was well worth it.
The ghost of Skip's past.
Like well, it's funny because well, part of the reason why I'm so vehement about it is because we actually just had this conversation in the art discussion part of the Discord.
I thought you did that on stream like maybe a month ago too.
I'm gonna do it again too. There's there is 3 reasons to get a master's. One, you got out of school and for some reason you have no idea what to do with yourself. Either you didn't like what you thought you were going in for, or there's no jobs in your area and you want better networking abilities, or you just for whatever reason like school was not enough for you. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, you have a pet project that you can only finish in school. Like you want to make a video game, you want to develop some new software, and trying to do it while balancing a day job, not happening. So you go back to school where like, hey, you technically have the free time, you have the resources because the teachers will be like, yeah, sure, as long as you don't burn down the lab, you can totally make whatever you want. And number 3, which is technically part of number 1, you just have the money to do it. Like, actually no. Let me stop at number 3 for a different thing. You want to teach, like you really want to teach at the college level, because if you're like me, you don't like small children, other than the ones that are directly related to you.
You don't like small children?
I don't like small children.
Small children are adorable.
Got it.
Hi, this is SkipperWing, and I don't like small children.
Wonder if you should quote that.
I know Skip's weakness.
Small children.
Play Mario Kart against Skip. Bring a small child.
Yes, I will punch your small child.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I was not expecting that.
Just because you routinely fight an infant in video games doesn't mean you should do it in real life.
Sure. Oh, thanks, Gabes. Although I believe the full quote was, I'm SkipperWing and I hate small children. But, yeah, like, you want to teach, at the college level, which is not really much better because they might as well be small children. God, that quote's gonna get me in trouble. But, yeah, those are your 3 reasons to go, because, to be honest, like, no creative job you get is going to make you so much money that it'll pay back your student loans. And unless you have like a rich family member who is paying for you to go to things, or you got a scholarship. Thanks, Gaves. Thanks.
Just doing the.
That was good.
Doing the mostest.
Much appreciated. It's weird chatting and then like looking down at the chat and seeing something like that. I'm not used to it.
Well, wait, Cody, do you use quotes on yours?
No.
Oh, you
If I
should.
if I use quotes on mine, I feel like that thing would fill up to the point where I don't even know.
Well, that's why I only trust my mods to do it.
Oh. Yeah, I have too many mods.
Ah, there you go. Meanwhile, apparently Quirky Cadet can't believe Fry is dead.
May he rest in peace.
Wait, what is that even from?
Do what now?
I think that was from when we were doing the spoiler cast, and like Fry's mic was dying, and it was just like beeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was either that or we did the Thanos is dead. Did Thanos kill me? Site.
Yeah, Thanos is still killing me every time I check. So.
Well, I think it's by your IP address, so you have to try it from another computer.
So you're ducking your destiny.
I survived, Beatrice.
But yeah. So grad school, like grad school is nice, but you also have to know why you're going to grad school. And if you just go just to go, then you're probably gonna waste the same amount of time, money, and energy that you'd spend at that you wasted at undergrad. Cause yeah.
Or if you don't want to go to like upper schooling, like if you don't want to get your PhD or if you don't want to go to grad school or stuff, there's nothing wrong with going.
I know it's going. Gah, Gabes. Gabes. I knew where this was going,
Where
and
was he going?
Remember we were talking about just an hour ago.
We were talking about a lot of stuff an hour ago.
About certain 25-year-olds.
So let's say
Oh yeah.
you want to go to grad school for art? Well, how about you just go back to high school and show all those art students who's boss? You'll get way less recognition than basketball, but it'll be worth it to show those high schoolers you know how to blend.
Yeah.
Oh, was he contouring right then?
Oof. I don't know.
Sorry.
The amount of high schoolers that contour right is not high.
Sometimes I wonder if we have two moles on the pun police.
What now?
Well, because the mods are collective because of Quirky Cadet really hates puns. The mods are, and she was for a while my primary mod who was in charge of the music. The mods are collectively known as the DJ Pun Police. This, for some reason, also includes Gabe's, who is the prime offender of puns.
Time for some cringy dad jokes.
Well, you know what they say about moles.
No.
What do they say, Gabes?
They live underground.
Wow.
God damn it, Gabes.
Slow clap.
You're going to jail.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Now Whimsy's finally doing her job. Wait, but he didn't pun.
Okay, first of all, excuse you. Second.
Did you guys know that a deep, sharp exhaling of breath indicates a sour mood? At least that's what scientists say.
Oh.
Whimsy, get him! Get him!
Wait, can I share a kind of
He's my
longer
brother,
one?
though.
Oh.
Go ahead. I'll allow it.
Okay, I have to try to find it. Because it was a lot of text.
Dang it, Gibbs.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Can I share a super short one that I wanted to say last time but didn't?
Go for it.
What? Wait, you're the pun police. You're supposed to stop him.
This
I'm
is my
also
step
an
ladder.
enabler.
I never knew my real ladder.
Wait, say again?
Citation.
Say again?
Citation.
No.
This is my step ladder. I never
Oh,
knew my
no,
real
no, God. Get him. Get him.
No, Skip, you brought this on yourself.
I
You
did.
need to do it again.
I said citation, man. You brought it.
Alright, I found it. This isn't the one I was looking for, but I like this one.
Okay.
This is a dialogue between two characters, so I'm going to be voicing both.
Okay.
Oh my god. Here we go.
So, Bird Detective. This was a grisly crime. Please, can you just tell us who were the victims? What was the crime? And who are the potential suspects? Well, you see, a murder of crows, a murder of crows, a murder of crows.
Is that the comic with all the birds?
I don't know. I had it on my Facebook wall. I wrote it.
I'm kind of tempted to go back to Facebook.
You should.
You should. I post some good things.
Nothing's changed.
I'm bad. No, nothing has changed.
Aww.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same, but, you know.
Except we just don't see your rants.
Yeah, now they're on Medium. I put them on Medium now.
Medium?
It's like YouTube, but for writing.
Oh.
I have a friend who uses Medium.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
So I used to know this guy, right? He actually would come into my work from time to time. He used to be in the Marine Corps.
Oh, God.
And he was telling me that when he was stationed, like, they were limited on, like, food and ingredients and stuff like that. So he would try to make himself a sandwich. He always used the same thing. He would take yellow egg, cheddar cheese, banana peppers, and mustard. And it wasn't... Yeah, and it wasn't until later that he realized they were, like, all yellow. So, like, now whenever he comes in, that's, like, the only thing that he orders, because that's what he's just so used to eating. Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude, that yellow submarine.
No! I saw that one coming a mile away.
I'm mad because I didn't.
Uh,
That was good. Whimsy, still get him.
Oh, he's already got.
Oh yeah, no, this is me not like about to be arrested. I'm like in the cell.
Yeah, he's already got. So
This is like me pulling off that Loki, like, haha, I meant to be caught.
One of these days, we're gonna turn that into an official comic. I'm just gonna pay Quirky just to write and draw like Pun Police comics.
Hey, what's Alexander Hamilton's least favorite food?
here we go. He won't shut up.
Oh God, I don't even know.
Keep
Aaron
going.
Burrito.
Okay.
That was not. No.
That reminds me of a joke my cousin told me. It wasn't even like a pun, it was just silly.
Yeah.
I said, what are Mario's favorite type of pants? And before I could answer, she went, denim, denim, denim.
See, that was
Oh, somebody should make that. Somebody should quote that.
funny. Gabes, get on it.
I meant to call Danielle and thank her for that joke.
I'm just gonna laugh because he's gonna have that bookmarked and he's just gonna spam it every time. Woo. 2 seconds. I need to turn on a light. Also, I need to take a quick break. Quick, everybody. I know you're pretty much the entire chat, but still, distract the chat for me. I need to take a quick standing break.
Everybody, let's look over here at this thing that's very interesting. I saw you walking in the rain. Get healed, you bitches. Why would you do that?
Over there. What?
Yeah, won again.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Pun, it wouldn't really work.
Oh God!
Do puns ever really work?
No, not really.
Then say it. You're already in lockdown.
Okay.
Dang!
Alright, so fun fact. Aaron Burr wanted to go to A&M because he wanted to be in Maroon where it happens.
You can't see my face, but my face is giving you the look.
Would you say your face is maroon right now?
Wait, what was the punchline?
Maroon Maroon is the color of A&M, the college. That's why I said it doesn't make sense because it's local.
But at the same time, like the room where it happened, the song.
It's from the musical Hamilton.
I never seen it.
Oh, this pun is lost on you, Whimsy.
Ooh. Ladies, get yourself a man who can keep the other team's chasers from scoring in the 3 goalpost, because that man is a keeper.
Oh, God damn.
I know you got that one.
I'm just scrolling through Facebook right now.
You're about to go with solitary.
You say that, but you keep encouraging him. I'm wondering if I'm. Wait. Who's the chief? Corky's the chief. Damn,
Yeah,
Corky's not here.
Pun commissioner.
Okay, here's some advice. Next time you find yourself at Subway, and you're alone, so it's just you, order a sandwich with turkey, ham, and roast beef. Then sprinkle a few greens on there, top it off with some black pepper and some salt. Or as you can just tell the Subway worker, order a salt and pepper lonely hearty club sandwich.
No, that one is the first one that I don't get it, and it's not landing.
What?
It's a Subway Club sandwich.
It's a reference to one of the best-selling albums of all time, Skip.
Wait, say the question again?
Salt and pepper lonely hearty club sandwich.
No, I hate you!
I don't get it then. Okay.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts thing.
What?
Whimsy, have you ever played Star Fox?
No.
Dang. I can't help you.
Oh well.
Woo.
But basically it's the name of their album because it's like because the Beatles were really weird with their song names.
And they were pretending to be a band.
But
I asked the Shredded Cheddar how it was doing.
Oh
Stop
God.
It said it was fine.
No, it's not.
Sorry guys, was that pun too cheesy?
Follow up.
There it is.
For the 1-2 one.
He just threw the ball off the backboard himself and jammed it home. Funniness.
Gabe Sharon going to solitary.
You keep enabling this.
Puns.
Goodbye
It's
forever.
awesome, baby.
You keep enabling this.
Oh, you idiot.
Orange is not the new black for you.
I want a park that's just a jungle gym shaped like the word pun, so that way kids can play on words.
Yeah.
There he goes. I'm putting you in a shoe.
I don't think he gets any more solitary. Where is Corky when you need her? I mean, aside from
Doing stuff.
doing her homework, because she's probably actually in school.
I have no idea.
Ooh.
Missed it.
You know, Superman really should have called it the Fortress of Isolation.
Yeah.
God.
That was bad, and you should feel bad.
If he felt bad, he would never start.
Like, I had to really visualize that before it made sense. And I was just like,
Damn, Cody.
The name of the mom of that joke is Martha.
Oh, God.
I didn't even see that movie and I get it.
Why did you say that name?
that part of the movie made
Oh, the pit boops.
It's always weird because
it
like that's always the example I use whenever somebody says whenever somebody's like, hey, so look, I can get something without thinking it's good. I totally understand why what they were going for. That doesn't mean it wasn't any less stupid for them having gone for it. I also don't know why the bad guys in this strip are wearing boots, even though they're made for stomping.
Why they're not wearing boots?
No, why I gave them boots, because almost everybody... I think there's like 2 characters in here who don't wear sneakers of some sort. Well, actually, no. Actually, there's only 1 character who wears sneakers. Never mind. Everybody else just wears boots for some reason.
Nobody wears flats.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Guys, I think I predicted a movie.
Oh, God.
Here we
I
go.
posted this December 8th, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear about the guy who was killed by a snowman?
No.
They never found the suspect, and to this day, it's a cold case.
Hey, Skip, you let that happen.
I'm the mayor. I dictate to the people to do the.
Guess what though? Like 10 months later, Michael Fassbender made a movie called The Snowman, and I think I predicted that pretty well.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Snowman?
No, but I did not hear good things about it.
Oh no, it's terrible.
Oh, that was a real movie?
Yeah.
He had it so on edge, you were like, where's the punchline? No, I'm being serious now.
The punchline is the poster.
Oh, okay.
I really want the poster on my wall, and I found it on Amazon for like $6. And I'm gonna post it in Discord.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to show you guys. I actually updated the Sonic thing. Because we finished that tail shot that, like, I wish would become a meme, and it's slowly becoming a meme, but, not fast enough.
I feel like with memes, you can't really force it.
No, but some of them would be so good. Because you're absolutely right.
You gotta get a group of people to, like, actively post it and have it make sense. Then I think it catches on a lot faster. Or at least that's what I know from my experience.
Yeah.
Because like the tail shot from the last weekend went like so far it's sitting at 95 reactions on Tumblr. And I'm like how and why? But put that on pause. Let's put the music on pause too because I like the music. I want to hear the rest of this. Pause. So yeah, this was a thing. This is how far the Sonic animations come so far.
Has Punmageddon finally come to an end?
Yeah, apparently Gabe's has got a dip for dinner.
Word.
So it's almost done. X-Men vs. Sentinels, what? Oh.
Who versus what now?
Oh no, that was one of the things that came up in the mention, so I'm gonna put that up on the top screen where I can't get in trouble for Oh, it didn't start. It doesn't actually show anything. That's dumb. That was dumb.
That by yourself.
Yep. Dean writes, Sanic! Hey Dean, welcome to the Skip stream. How are you doing tonight?
Sanic the Hedgehog.
So yeah,
what?
so...
Oh, no, I got killed and I don't understand how.
The Overwatches?
Yes, overwatching for quite a while tonight because the arcade just reset. And guess I'm playing for more arcade boxes now.
Yay! Ooh, so what's everybody else up to? Cody, I know you're drawing and trying to get over the
healer is hiding. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no.
I feel like if you're hiding in Overwatch, you're just doing it wrong.
Even if you're a healer?
Our healer is hiding.
Yeah, out of all people.
Yeah, go out and win this 2-on-1 situation by yourself. I'm just gonna watch her get absolutely destroyed.
And you did.
Meanwhile, Dean would like to know, how about you? And how about you, disembodied voice? Is it really disembodied when it tells you who's speaking when? I love that. I love that about the extension, but the trade-off is that then it tells me, like, it signs me on automatically whenever I start up chatbot. So it's like, hey Skip, what are you doing in the voice chat? It was an accident. I turned it on early just to make sure that everything was working. So yeah, nothing's happened yet because it's Monday, and that's good.
It is Monday. Man, today by fast.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, I just found out that Memorial Day is next week, and for once I have the day off. D-Nice, wait, it's Monday? Yep, it's Monday.
Let's barbecue.
Barbecue.
Put dead animals on the grill. Barbecue them up. America style.
Barbecue.
Don't forget your America apron.
America.
America.
Barbecue.
Alright, so there's a mask hoodies, and then one more panel, and then we can take this to get inked and stuff.
Take it to, wait, oh, okay. I was taking it to get inked. I was going to ask you, who does the inking? And then I realized what you meant.
Yep, I still do. I do it all, except the programming, because I do not know how to program yet. Working on it though, because that's the end goal, is to stop doing. It's not so much to stop doing videos, but to do apps in HTML5. Because screw you, Steve Jobs. May you. I don't want to say rotten hell, because that's not right.
That's just a bit rude.
You know, he did kind of dick me over.
Yeah.
To be fair, he did. He
Say
did dick over the people that actually wrote the program.
Yeah.
You could say screw you and rest in pepperoni.
Works for me.
What program?
But I mean, like, yes, Adobe Flash was kind of a buggy mess that was prone to security glitches, but that's not why he decided that it would never be on his Apple systems. So that's why I'm just like, I'm kind of salty about that. Mostly because HTML5 still can't do what ActionScript 3 can do. So it's like, it's weird. It's just like, oh yeah, this code is awesome, and then I have to find a workaround in HTML5. And then that means I'm probably gonna have to rebuild the app again in a different thing for when I distribute it. Which is lame. Meanwhile, Dean writes, I'll celebrate America by laying in bed and watching Frasier. So there are worse ways to spend it. At least it's better than...
Laying in bed and watching what now?
Frasier.
Frasier?
Yep.
You know, all those babies that hear the blues are calling.
Salads and scrambled eggs. Quite nice. You seem a bit confused. Well, maybe, but I got you pegged.
Oh, that reminds me of what I did on. That reminds me of what I. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say that reminds me of what I did. Huh?
They're calling again.
Okay, now he's stepping over the line. I'm joking.
But yeah, it reminds me of what I did for St. Patty's Day. That I think my first year at SCAD before I had friends in the grad lab. Where it's just like I let me see. I went out. I got a drink at my favorite pub. Decided I was done because I didn't have friends and I didn't have a social life. This was before like we started hanging out Doombot. And then went home.
Oh, I know it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it, baby.
I don't
know
then,
why I said baby.
Cause we cool like that. Anyway, and then I just sat and planned out my graduate thesis, and I was just like, this was really dumb. I'm like a nerd. Like, not even a cool nerd. This is just, like, stupid nerdy. I was just like, I don't know where I was going with that. Skipper's uncool. Oh, speaking of which, hey, Doombot. I've been meaning to ask you this for, like, the longest time. So at SCAD, we have, the graduate students in the digital, what do we call it? What do we call Monty Hall? What was, like, the official name for it?
Montgomery Hall?
No, like the what it was supposed to do, like the function of the building, like a digital media. Yeah, the digital media building, which was named Montgomery Hall. Anyway, so within Montgomery Hall, the grad students had their own lab that like the undergrads were not supposed to touch. Keyword being not supposed to. Actually, I don't even know how we enforced that because like the only enforcement.
We did, and it sucked.
Oh. Well, I don't remember any undergrads sneaking in when I was there, but whatever. And
they were only in there when it was time for rendering. Like when we really actually needed the computers is when they rolled up. Because
of course that's when they rolled up. I remember that like the entire 4 years I was at SCAD, you had the monopoly on that one seat by the door. How did that happen? How did that work, and why?
All right. So, not the entire time. It actually belonged to an upperclassman, older grad student.
Oh, Aaron?
And I knew he was leaving, and I came in that next semester, and I said, and I quote, "I Tatsu now lead. Let any who challenge step forward." No one challenged me, so it became my seat.
Nice. So was the upperclassman Aaron?
Yeah, it was work.
Ah, fun story. I don't know if you guys knew him, but Drastic and Whimsy, the upperclassman that Doombot is referring to, actually went to AIW. I don't know if you knew an Aaron Wirt.
Who?
Yeah, he worked in the library.
No, I don't know.
Cause for you Drastic, he would have been friends with Scott Brown, I think. I forget what Scott's last name was. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, no wait, did we lose Drastic? Oh, he's just focusing. So yeah, small world, all that jazz. But yeah. So I'd always been meaning to ask about that. I was just like, how did you get the monopoly on that seat?
Yep. I just bid my time, waiting in the shadows.
Smart man.
So oh wow, we have this really cool like 3-panel, this extended panel. That's actually gonna be really cool later on. All right, but first let's save out this file, and then we're gonna take it into Animate. So save it. And what's the name of, what do we name this? Esteem. Okay. 78. Esteem. Work in progress. Yeah, we don't really need to. Not really need it to be big worded and stuff. So, and we don't need to save it as an FLA file because that would be gross. Remember one time I broke a file by giving it the wrong file extension, and that was not fun.
I've done that so many times and still never learned.
Like, why won't it open? Because it's an FLA. Yeah, but it's not an FLA. It's a PSD. Yeah, but it doesn't know that because it's reading as an FLA. I was like, but that's dumb. So 77, we actually did it in a previous stream. So we're going to skip 2. Okay, somebody's trying to steal something out of the room. Work files. Oops, nope. Pre-production. Sketch. Work files. So what's everybody up to tonight? Rain Novel writes, what up, Skip? Hey, Rain, isn't it like 3 in the morning where you are?
Don't question them. They're here.
Oh yeah, but like Rain's from across the pond, so it's like 5 in the morning. Meanwhile, Rain apparently is drawing Sasuke. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, or 1.28.
Meant to write Sasuke.
Oh yeah, I'm just messing with him.
Oh, you're just reading it. I do with people sometimes too.
Like I remember, me and a friend, we got into a really big argument because we animated for Naruto hadn't come out yet. So he was calling it. Oh, so his name is Suzuki, and I'm like, that's not right. And I forgot what I said. I was like, well, I didn't say Sasuke. I said Suzuki. That's what I called him, Suzuki and Suzuki. And then it turned out we were completely wrong because it's Sasuke. I was like, oh, like Yusuke, oh. That makes more sense. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. But it's Japanese, and who am I to say otherwise? So, yeah. Are you sure you're not drawing Noctis, Rain? Like, is it just me, or does Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 look a lot like Sasuke? Is it just me?
I think it's probably just the hair.
It's the hair.
Yeah, but the hair is everything.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Wait, do you guys watch My Hero? I'm sure somebody here watches My Hero.
Oh, I love My Hero.
I do. I haven't watched season 3 yet.
Okay.
I'm following the manga, so I already know spoilers.
Then you have stopped me in my tracks, and I will no longer talk about
The ending?
Yay.
because I don't like spoiling things for people.
That's why we had a spoiler cast for Infinity
Oh yeah,
War.
I know. I have this thing like where, like with like big movies and stuff like that, I'll watch one trailer and then nothing else until the movie comes out.
You good, sir?
I've started doing that too.
My coworkers are like, I don't understand how they're able, because like I always see this constantly with some of them, right? Is where they'll watch every single trailer, right? And get stupid hype for this movie. Go watch it, and then be super disappointed
That the trailer does.
Talking about the trailer this, the trailer that, and I was just like, you should have went in kind of blind, and then maybe you wouldn't have high expectations because you're like reading into everything.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, I think also part of it is that as a film-going audience, we don't know how to watch movies anymore, or even watch trailers. Like, I remember for me, the biggest pet peeve coming into Infinity War was like when Thanos decks Iron Man in the face, and everybody's like, "Oh man, Spider-Man got knocked the fudge out." I'm like, no, what? It's like, yeah, Spider-Man got knocked out. Everything about that trailer shows that it was Iron Man being knocked out.
Right.
And I was like, how do you do the thing?
Yeah. So it's just like at work when they usually start talking about like a whole bunch of trailers, right? I just like put my earbuds on and I'm just like, okay, you guys just go about your business, and then eventually you'll stop talking and then I can chat with you guys again.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like it's weird because then when you tell them about it, it's like, well, it's not my fault the movie let me down. Yes, it kind of is. You didn't have to. You could have gone in blind.
Yeah. So I can't remember what they were doing with that. What do you call it? Recently. Oh, Venom. They were watching the Venom trailers, and I was just like, I'm gonna go in blind because they're already nitpicking, like, I guess the CG stuff for it.
But that's weird and dumb.
Hey, but I'm gonna say, the marketing people, they need to make their money, so that's probably why we get 3 million trailers for, like, a movie.
Well, and it depends on who's making the trailer, because I think there's only one trailer. There's only one movie where the trailer has completely, like, let me down and spoiled things that it probably shouldn't have, and that was for Justice League. Not Justice League, Batman v Superman. Like, we should never have known that Doomsday was going to be in that movie. Even if Doomsday was totally going to be in that movie, and telling us was the only way that they were going to get butts in the seat by that point.
Doomsday shouldn't have been in that movie.
Oh my gosh, it's a Fry Guy!
What's up? Hey, Fry. Hey.
Oh man, that reminds me of something else that cheesed me off when in the Leoptop movie. So, I remember I made fun of the ninja cave troll formerly known as Doomsday. And somebody, a mutual friend of ours, Doombot and Fry Guy, was just like, "Yeah, you can't judge it before it comes out." I'm like, hold the phone. I have a master's in this stuff. I absolutely can judge. I can break it down for you. I get what you're getting at, but no, I can prejudge this because I know how this works. And then the movie came out and we didn't talk about it. And I'm kind of mad we didn't because I really would have loved to rub their nose in it. It's like, are you happy with your cave troll? Are you happy with it? Is this your king?
I started seeing that meme a lot more, and I love it.
All I see is Skip with like with a newspaper.
Mm-hmm. My favorite is yeah, the butterfly one where it's just like there's the one where it's just like, is this the pigeon? But then somebody's like photoshopped to be Killmonger. It's just like, is this your king?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, I didn't get it the meme until like yesterday.
Man, things that become memes are just amazing.
Just like, what? Why is everybody like into anime references now? I've never seen this before. And then people were just like, oh, well, the context comes from the anime itself, and then people are just hopping on the bandwagon.
Pretty much.
Taking the post and then turning it into other things.
It's really fascinating. Also, Rain writes, I'm gonna go see Deadpool 2 tomorrow. I was gonna see that this weekend, and then I ran out of money.
I'm gonna go see it this weekend.
It's fun.
That's what I heard.
It is fun.
Fry would know. He worked on it. Except he didn't. But I'm gonna say that about every movie that where Fry could probably have worked on it.
Really?
I'm gonna make that my new skip stream meme. Hey Fry, did you work on that movie? That's gonna be a meme. I'm gonna make it a meme.
Does Fry work on movies?
Fry does work on movies. Fry worked on Infinity War.
Wow. That's dope.
Why, thank you.
Anybody else hear ninjas being attacked?
Yeah, somebody's like getting the crap beat out of them.
Probably drastic.
Is it drastic?
No.
Well, wait. We'll hear it again in a little bit.
What did you say?
Yeah, I think it's you, Fry. Like it sounds like somebody's getting beat up in the background of your thing.
Is it too loud?
Maybe.
I just turned it down. Alright, I'll turn it off.
What are you playing?
God of War.
Ah, so it does sound. It was somebody.
So somebody was getting their butt beaten.
You're like, it sounds like somebody's being murdered. Oh yes, I'm playing God of War. Oh, somebody actually was getting murdered.
Murdering confirmed.
That laugh was way more evil than it needed to be.
My non-spoiler review of Deadpool 2 is it was equal parts fun and disappointing.
I want to say aw, but I also want to say yay.
I'm hearing that from other people too, but
Me
that's
too.
that's not gonna stop me from watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should definitely watch it.
It dethroned Infinity War.
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
I don't think they care.
I mean,
it was 3 weeks afterwards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like, we've made our money already.
okay, cool. Because I was thinking about that also in context to Black Panther, which was like, how long was Black Panther on top?
Forever.
Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
Pretty much. Yeah, for a whole month.
Meanwhile, Mooma the Troller writes greetings. Hey Mooma, welcome to the Skip Stream. How are you doing tonight? I just realized we answered your question both in the Discord and on stream, and we're just now getting to it.
Yeah, my main issue with it is it felt like it was becoming what the first one was making fun of. Like, it felt more like a standard superhero film, except with more movie references and darker humor.
Well, I feel like they're going to do. My thing with the Deadpool movies, if that's what we're still talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the fact that the understanding that people have of the character is that it constantly breaks the fourth wall, so they can get away with that kind of stuff, I believe.
Agreed.
Because the fly-by-night person that's like, oh, I know what Deadpool is. He talks to you outside of the comic book, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's your I guess comic book reader kind of thing. They go to Wikipedia or some kind of site, get some general information on the character, and then go in, you know, I guess talking like somebody who's been reading those comics for years. Which is, I think the movie, like the people who produce these movies, that's what they want. That's the demographic.
Yeah. What's weird though is that it's unique to the comics. Like it's not comics. It's unique to the movies, but it's not like it's not feeding back into the comics, which is very fascinating.
Right.
And also kind of disheartening.
I had a feeling it would start to look more like its big budget counterparts when its budget got bigger.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's another thing is that Ryan Reynolds says he can't be for the next one if they do get to do another one, that he wants to go smaller again.
That might be that's I'm actually, if that's what he actually said, that's something I'm glad if like that's his mindset for things.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some people that like they're like, yeah, it's box office hit, and then they're like, yo, let's go as big as possible, and then it's like that's not where you make your best stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Meanwhile, Dean writes, "Sorry, had to use a little ninja room." Welcome back to the Skip Stream, Dean. How are you doing tonight? Again.
Little ninja's room. That's hilarious.
That little ninja's room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's his name. I didn't pick it.
I also thought Josh Brolin wasn't the best Cable.
Yeah, I still wish it had been Steven, what's his face? From Avatar.
I mean, I'm not saying he'd be better, but
right, you'll never know.
That's true. Stephen Lang.
Yeah, if we're judging it just on looks, like that's one thing.
Meanwhile, Rain writes Block Hyper, which I don't know what that's from. Is that a global emote?
I also didn't think it was as funny as the first one.
Yeah,
I mean, it was funny, don't get me wrong. And there were parts where I was dying laughing, especially when it called back to the first movie. But most of the film, I just kind of had like a smile on my face, which is good. But it wasn't like as laugh out loud.
I feel that.
I was crying. There was tears in my eyes from the laughter.
Oh, you saw it too, the Doombot?
Yeah, I saw it opening night.
Oh, nice.
See, my thing was like, it's that, and I also want to see
Book club.
Solo.
Yeah, I'm hearing good things about Solo.
I'm glad someone is, because I did not hear good things about Solo.
Really?
Really? I heard
Solo was fine.
The only thing I've heard,
not a good compliment.
The only thing I've heard negative is that like it's a slow starter and then it gets really good.
Then I know exactly who in my pool of friends is going to thrash this movie next week when we're talking about it.
Like, for me, all Solo needs to get over is the hurdle of why does this exist? Well, aside from, he's the most popular character in Star Wars, aside from Darth Vader. Like, that's the only hurdle he needs to get over.
Well, according to the reviews I've read, it's like it justifies itself and gives you like how Han became who he was in A New Hope.
Well, that's good.
Which is,
I feel like that
sounds good.
Yeah.
Mumu writes, "Hey Skip, I know I already asked you this, so I know what to expect. What was it when you did what was it like when you did Artist Alley?" Artist Alley is one of those weird things where because of the nature of what I do, I can almost never predict how I'm gonna do in Artist Alley. Like I'll go to I remember I did Katsucon one year, and the first day was so bad that I just kind of gave up and sold my table to a friend of mine who needed it. But then I did NecoCon the following year, and I sold out of books. But I only had books to sell out of because I did so poorly at Small Press Expo. I wouldn't set your height.
Missing that.
I
keep missing that.
Oh, what, Small Press Expo?
Yes.
Oh, what, for getting into it or just going to it?
No, just going to it.
Wait, you're in this area, Cody? I didn't know that. Which is weird because I feel like you're a mutual friend of mine in real life.
I've met you like 3 or 4 times already.
What?
In person.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We were both at Galacticon, and I was across the table from you with the 3D hero.
Oh, I didn't know you then, though.
Yeah,
Wow,
and then I saw you at
wow.
Baltimore Comic Con as well too, because I was there with the 3D hero.
Wow, Skip. Do you remember who I am?
If I say no, do I have to give back God of War?
No,
Yes.
you want it.
You realize that, Whimsy, if I do have to give it back, I'm not giving it back to you.
Yes, you are.
Alright, moving past that bit of...
Stop.
But moving past that bit of awkwardness that I
You
just...
won God of War debatably fair and square.
Debatably.
Well, it's better than having, you know, made like 5 different like spam accounts for just to win God of War. That was weird.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I had to keep re-rolling because, like, as the whatever you call it was coming to an end, I got like 50 new follows, and everyone was gearing up to win it.
Meanwhile, so basically, Fry didn't realize that his account had slowly turned into an eBay auction.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah,
appreciated.
I left at like 7 hours in, I think.
On the plus side, I did actually set up the PS4. On the downside, I still haven't played Action Hank yet.
Oh, nice. That's the one you won, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing I won. But going back to the Moo's question about Artist Alley, it's for your first time. I would aim low. Like expect to do all right, but not like crazy well unless you're selling fan art. And even then, I don't really know what to expect of that because like my convention experience has been so inconsistent that I don't really have any sort of like advice for that. In fact, I think the only person I know who would have advice for that is Dandy, but she is kind of passed out from her trip back from I think ACEN. I don't know how you say it in real life.
Oh no.
I think it's just Asen.
Yeah.
Where is that?
No idea. I know it's on the coast though, East Coast.
No, it's just Anime Central. I thought it was like in Illinois.
Oh.
I guess that
I
makes
think.
sense.
Either way, my
Internet.
my convention experience has never been consistent enough to really give any sort of good advice other than engage with other people, and by other people I mean the people who are walking by. Don't sit at your table and have your head down. You can sit down, but you do want to engage with people. Now, granted, given the particular venue for yours, for where the Artist Alley that you're going to be at, you don't really have. That's not as big of a deal because there's not as much space for people to get distracted by other people. But you do want to make sure that people are engaged with your stuff, and that only happens if you engage with other people. I don't really have any other advice on that one. Whimsy, Cody, what do you guys think?
I don't have any advice. I've only done one.
I've never done one. I've just been with 3D Hero, but like his thing too. Well, I guess I could speak from helping him at conventions, but like I know the biggest thing he does is try to get his table feedback.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta go in knowing that you might not get it back the first time you try.
Agreed.
If people aren't used to seeing you at conventions,
or they're not feeling you.
They're still iffy. But if they see you like at like 3 or 4 conventions, like not in a short period of time, but they like when they walk by, they're like, oh, I remember you from this thing. at some point between like maybe the third and fourth time, they might pick something up because they've seen it several times over, or you have something that actually catches their interest. Like I know 3D Hero for a fact got one dude who started commissioning him to do stuff like little figurines because like he had I think a Red Hood and the guy was cosplaying as Red Hood and then he wanted one. He bought that from 3D Hero and then he was like, well, my daughter likes to dress up as this character, but I see you don't have that, so I'm just gonna commission you to make one so we can put it in the case because
oh nice,
he does that cosplay stuff with his daughter and he wants the case to be like their like convention adventures kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he got like 2 or 3 commissions off of that guy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I think. Oh, go ahead.
I have a tip. For what I know from Artist Alley International, it's Facebook. It's public. Say for your first con, try not to make too much, and try to keep costs as possible, just in case of disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Luma. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I'd agree with all of that.
I think there's one other thing I would advise. Like I know Skip, you said that like interact with people, but know when you're getting too pushy.
Yes.
Because there was a dude one time at a convention to 3D Hero, right? And what he was doing was he would wait till somebody came to either 3D Hero's booth or the one next to
Hero.
Next to his, so he was in between those two.
Yeah.
If they were like dressed up or something like that, like they would be talking and they'd be looking at one of the other people's stuff, and then he would like take his like little portfolio book out and be like, "Oh, I see you're dressed up as this. I have this for you," kind of thing.
Ah, that's
so,
creepy.
Like, yeah, and so the thing is, he'd start like marketing that, and then that person would leave, and none of the tables would get anything. So it's like being a little aggressive, buddy.
Also, never poach somebody else's customers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if they're not talking to you, they're not talking to you. If they do end up talking to you, okay, go ahead. But if they're not talking to you, they're not talking to you. Don't worm your way into the conversation if it's very clear that they do not want to talk to you.
Right.
Like there's ways to sneak into it very carefully, but you have to be very careful about how you do that.
Gotta be organic.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, and make sure you advertise it
on social media. Yeah,
on social media. Products. Try to have low and high end products depending on what you're selling.
Well, also, when is this Artist Alley? Because it might be too late to. If this is happening when I think it is, because I'm not paying attention because I'm not going to be in it. It might be too late for product advice, but you actually give it anyway.
Yeah, I was just saying. From what I've been, from what I read, it said to have low end stuff like dollars and like $1, and then high end stuff. Well, it just depends on what you make.
Well, like for me, one of my big issues is that if people don't like, for something I'm trying to fix is that if people don't like my book, I've got nothing else to sell them. Well, that or my emailing list, which I really need to get back to using. But if I don't sell books, then I don't have anything to sell. Whereas like Whimsy and Drastic. Drastic sells stickers, sells prints. Buttons. Yep, all of the things. So if there's not something that they like, then if they don't like one thing, there's usually something else at the table that there is to sell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's about it in terms of advice. Wish I had more, but this Wednesday, yeah, it's a little late for product advice. But unfortunately, like my convention experience has been so inconsistent that I couldn't really help you. I do actually, despite it being inconsistent, I think I've almost always made back my table. I've just never made anything else back beyond that, like printing or actually NecoCon I made back the only thing I didn't make back was printing. I made back the table because I didn't pay for electricity that at NecoCon. I also made back the hotel too.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
But
I didn't know you had to pay for electricity. But I guess that kind of
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I only have to pay for electricity because at the time I was not just selling the books, but I was also trying to use the app to appeal to people. And NecoCon was the first time where like I didn't budget my money right, so I had no spare money for electricity, and it turned out I didn't need it.
So if you put it on your application that you want to pay for it, if you don't need it, then you're good.
Because it's on your well, you have to do it through the venue rather than doing it through your application.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And if you do it through the venue, you have to pay up front. So if you don't use it, well, you're kind of SOL.
Okay.
So you gotta know that you're gonna use it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be like that
For what?
for Otakon.
Oh yeah, it's like that for every con. The only time it's not like that for a con is if it's like if it's a very small venue like a school, where they're just gonna give you whatever, they're gonna put you wherever the power supply is.
Speaking of which, Otakon, since when did they start doing day passes again?
They do day passes now?
They have. So I was talking to my coworker today, and they were like, so the whole 3-day thing is like $95 or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go last year.
They have a pass for Saturday and for just Friday and Saturday, which I think is $70, and then Sunday you can just get a Sunday pass, which is $40.
When did they start doing
I can do that because it must be this
know.
year. It must be this year because they didn't do it last year. Like that's why I didn't
do that.
Yeah, my coworker just told me, and I was just like,
Because that's why I didn't go last year, because I was just like, oh, I know, I'll go for the day. We don't do the day.
Yeah, my thing is, like, I felt like as long as I've been going to this thing, I didn't get anything that was, like, brand new, like, fresh for me, so I stopped going for a while, like a couple of years. And I mean, like, and then they went down to DC, and I was asking people, like, is it better? And they were like, there's more space to walk around, but nothing like super new caught my interest. So but if they have like a $70 2-day pass thing, because usually I'll just go for one day. I mean, usually most of the time I just want to go down to the vendors hall in the artist alley.
That's what I go for.
That's the only reason I go. Amazon kind of killed my drive to do anything else.
Yeah, get some stuff from there, and then boom, done. I don't need to be here anymore. You know, if I want to watch anime, I'll just do it on the internet.
Well, that and networking, because
yeah,
like conventions are surprisingly a really good way to network.
So I usually get the pass, and then I like pawn the other days off to like people, like if they want to go, but they couldn't get a pass, then I'll be like, here, you can use my pass, and then they usually wind up throwing me some bucks.
That's good.
It's usually my coworkers, because they don't want to like pay for the 3-day pass.
Yeah.
And they know they only want to go for one day and just check out some cosplayers, buy something, and then go home.
Yeah, no, most of my coworkers actually table at conventions, and it's kind of weird because now it becomes this thing where it's like, I table at conventions, so should I go if I'm not going to table? And it's like, generally speaking, I really should. Like, SPX is probably the one where I'm just going to be like, I'm going to go, even though I don't have a book, because, I don't know, I kind of bummed out on doing conventions this year, except for GigaCon in September. But that's mostly because a friend invited me, and I'm like, I'd be kind of dumb to turn that down.
Which con?
GigaCon in Norfolk, Virginia.
It's called GigaCon. Sounds interesting.
So yeah. But aside from that, I'm not really doing any conventions. I think like the big thing that's gonna be my big seller aside from prints and Patreon stuff is gonna be the 2018 collection of Flybit stuff. because I don't really know when I'm going to cut them off. But by the end of the year, I should have like something of like 200 to 300 strips. So, Rain writes, I'm gonna lurk and play some music while I draw. Still watching on a second screen though. Much appreciated, Rain. So, yeah. I mean, I kind of have to restructure everything on my operation.
That's cool.
Sorta. I mean, I wish I didn't have to do it because HTML, action script, yada yada yada. But I can't have my comic breaking out on me in 2020. So, and I also know that if it is gonna break out on me, then I need to be able to fix it. So that's the big impetus there.
That's good you're aware of that. It's always good.
Yeah, well, not much choice, unfortunately. On the plus side, my drawing speed's gotten faster again, so there's that.
That's good.
Yeah, for a while it was like really slow. Like, cause at my height, because I was animating Crimson Fly in addition to drawing it, like my drawing speed was so high that I could do like a full strip a day, like every day. But for some reason, when I started doing fly bits, it slowed down again, and I'm like, what happened? I think part of it was the transition to animate, and then part of it was also just I'm starting to be a little bit more careful, so I'm hitting my next level up phase, and that's always fun because like it's that moment where you're struggling with drawing. You're like, I used to be able to do this. Why is it not coming out right like I used to? And it's like, well, because you're smarter about what you're doing, and so now you have to, and so your brain's.
So what program did you say? You said Animate?
Yep. Used to be Flash.
What program is that? Used to be. Oh, that's what Adobe.
Yeah, rebranded it as.
As Animate. Oh, okay.
Because Newgrounds.
How do you feel about that?
I understand why they did it. Like Newground between the security glitches, Newgrounds and Steve Jobs, like it really desperately needed a rebranding. But it's just now taking towards 2018 to really become viable as an animation software. At least for me anyway. Because for me it's all about the brush. If your brush sucks, I don't want to use your program. That and the learning curve too. Like I can't get into Toon Boom. I want to, but like it's just the learning curve is too steep. And I need to know it now rather than, oh yeah, I'll just learn it as I go. It's like, no, I need to know this at a professional level now.
Yeah,
so,
what do you call it? The program, Sketchbook Pro, went completely free.
I saw.
Yeah, I stopped using it because I was just like, well, I felt like, because I was paying for it, right? That I needed to use it, but now that it's completely free, I'm just like, okay, well, time to just completely like focus on using Clip Studio.
Yeah, because like Clip Studio is the best. I in my opinion, the best illustration software out there, especially if you're gonna make comics.
I want to get a copy.
But
you should make that a string goal drastic.
It doesn't do.
I need more people to actively be in my stream.
You said it doesn't do CYK?
Yeah, it only does like RGB. You have to export it out as CYK.
Oh.
But other than that, it's good. You just have to remember to do that.
That makes sense with the whole what do you call it? Save to PSD, like Photoshop document.
Yep.
Feature that it has, because I was just always like, this is such a good program. Why are they exporting to that file format? And then, okay, that kind of gives it some more sense. It's like it's not complete.
Yeah, and I think also it's just that Photoshop being the industry standard, no matter what you use. Like, I don't know a single illustration program that isn't compatible with Photoshop.
That's true. Sketchbook Pro also had a save out to Photoshop.
I mean,
yeah, it did.
Heck, even what I'm doing right now is I exported it from I just imported a Photoshop file directly into Animate.
Sweetness.
But I don't know. I like Animate simply because, well, one, I'm stubborn. So I actually got good at drawing in anime. Like if I wanted to do a rough illustration in Animate, I could, but I just like having more control over my brush, so that's why I start everything in Photoshop first, and then like transition over for inks. Mostly because like for most people, most people don't like the flash brush because of the smoothing. Whereas for me, it's like Lazy Nezumi before Lazy Nezumi was a thing.
Oh yeah, Sketchbook Pro has like they added a thing to their thing where you could just click it and it would just like straighten every single line for you.
Like I think Toon Boom has a better brush, but I like Animate. I also like being able to consolidate everything in one file. Cause like with Storyboard Pro and with Toon Boom, it's like 50. It's like a work file. It's a folder with everything in it. And I'm like, just give me one file. I don't need 50 different files.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Meanwhile, it sounds like Fry's making dinner. Somebody's making dinner.
I think you're putting away dishes. Which is always good.
The daily life of Fry Guys.
You put those dishes away.
I'm working on it.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that. Caught me off guard.
Hey, Drastic, if you, I don't know if it's the site that owns Clip Studio or it's a place that sells it. Like every couple of weeks, like Clip Studio is like $12.
I don't think they've ever gone that low.
I thought it was 15.
I feel like I bought this Clip Studio for $12.
Is it pro?
Yeah, this is pro.
I feel like you wouldn't have bought it if it was more.
Actually, you know what? I realized
This is also true, Fry.
when I bought Clip Studio, it was like I think like $25 or $30.
Yeah, but
for it.
But that's
So that does make sense, kind of, I guess.
like I don't remember it being that low, but hey, if you say so.
But the EX is like the upgrade, which is like,
Yeah.
to upgrade to EX. That's like $150 or something like that.
Yeah, but even starting out, you don't really need it.
Right.
What are its benefits of going EX?
One could beat Raditz, the other could beat Caesar.
I'm mad I get that joke, and I can't stand it.
You can do double page spreads.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
And it has a like a. Full,
I don't need that.
It has a full like animation tool thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that with all these animation all these illustration programs jamming animation like UIs into their software. Like I had a student arguing with me that it's like it was easier to animate in Photoshop than in Toon Boom or Animate. And I'm like,
lies.
Like no.
I'm definitely on that side. I find it easier to animate in Photoshop.
It's easier to draw, but the rest of the UI is a mess.
I mean, if that's what works.
But I've heard Clip's animation thingy is really good.
Yeah.
For what it does.
And that's sort of the rub with pretty much every illustration software throwing in animation tech. It's like it's good for what it does.
I think Sketchbook Pro tried to pull the wool over people's eyes, and they were like, "We can animate," and I'm just like, I went and looked at it, and I was like, "No, you don't. It's just a flip book."
Yep.
Which is literally what they bought. They bought the flipbook like app and then just folded it into their software. I was a little upset about that.
I mean, if it's not affecting the rest of the software, I don't really see an issue with it.
Yeah, like I don't like. I feel like with animation softwares, you should really just go for an animation software rather than like, I know my illustration software also does it. It's like, no, but you can keep thinking that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you do with the software, not not what the software
Can do.
does
Dude,
for you.
it's not about what you can do for your software, but what your software can do for you. Wait, that's
It's not what your country can do for you.
There he goes.
It definitely isn't. Ever.
Yeah, no, I completely butchered that quote. Also, welcome
No,
back, James.
Thanks. It's kind of like when you see video editors that are like, "Hey, we'll let you edit audio too," but it's like, I don't want to edit audio in my video editor.
I mean, I use that constantly when I'm editing. So
I mean, sometimes you do for like little bits, but it's still like,
yeah.
I'd rather have. It's good for like time to time, but it's like you still want to have like an extra audio program.
Well, yeah, if you're doing extensive editing, of course, but like,
Yeah.
there's no problem with it being in there because I
Oh,
use
yeah,
it
no.
constantly.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like I don't mind it being there in general. It's just it does get frustrating though sometimes when it's like I would like to. Can I open this audio in another program? And they're like, wouldn't you rather use our in-program editor? I'm like, no.
You're adorable. Non-sound editing program. You're adorable.
But also, just editing programs are the worst, and don't ever get involved in any of them because.
But I like After Effects.
I use them all.
I feel like I'm the only one who's in the Premiere camp.
I use Premiere.
I use Premiere.
I use Premiere for YouTube.
I want to use Premiere, but I'm cheap, so.
I use After
There's
Effects.
nothing wrong with that.
Well,
BRB, I'm making dinner.
I have the student version of the Master Collection CS5, so
Oh, okay.
I got it years ago. It was on sale.
I kind of want to downgrade to CS6 because I'm sick of all these subscription services. Ever
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
Maya and Adobe went subscription, it's all poop to me.
What bugs me is just the
Especially Maya. Especially Maya. It just crashes constantly.
Well, that's why you just use Blender, like real professionals.
Oh,
Oh.
wait.
I was just sitting there like I'm waiting,
Did Gabe's the college student just tell Fry, the working professional who worked in Infinity War, that Blender is what professionals use?
Well, yeah, obviously, it's because it's free, so everyone uses it.
you gonna
Just like
learn
GIMP.
today.
You gonna learn.
No hard feelings?
I like that it had an inflection at the end, so it's a question.
Geez, next you're gonna say people don't use iMovie.
Oh. I don't know what that is because
I don't know what that is, dude.
It's just the default movie editor that comes with Mac. It's basically just like Windows Movie Maker.
Which is dead now.
Windows Movie Maker's been dead.
I made a music video using Windows Movie Maker.
I used to make animated films in Windows Movie Maker.
I was like, what year was this?
This was, I want to say 2006.
All right, you're good.
Like one of those where it's like,
If there was a 1 in front of that number, I'd know what is wrong with you.
was it one of those like music videos where it's like you just kept the default blue background and white text
No.
and posted the lyrics up?
Every YouTube
Actually,
video
just
was like,
just took footage from other music videos and cut it together.
That sounds like a nightmare to do in Windows Movie Maker.
Oh, it was. But I did it.
Is it on YouTube?
They got rid of it because it was copyright infringement.
Dang suits.
Like multiplied by 3.
Which is weird because normally, like, you can use that actually.
You don't own the rights to this music or this footage.
Well, it's funny because usually, like, actually, it must have been different back then because nowadays it's basically, oh yeah, if you have 5 different copyright owners fighting over it, then nobody fights over it.
oh, so that's the way to get past it.
Well, I think that's only if you're not monetizing the video. Like,
Infringe as much as possible.
The
Yeah.
question is, who doesn't monetize these days?
What's weird is
Well-
I wasn't monetizing and they still, like, killed it.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it
weird.
just depends.
That's when they were promoting Vivo.
Yeah.
And they wanted to only, the artists to feel like, oh, we got your back. Now only do your music videos here.
I found it one day, but since it was technically removed, like I couldn't put it on keep vid or nothing. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the file.
Oh, that sucks.
I had a bunch of Windows Movie Maker stuff I made when I was like 12, put on YouTube. But then like I had to delete my account. And now it's all lost to the sands of time, which is probably a good thing.
Why did you have to delete your account?
It was a court order. So
I'm sorry, say again?
It was a court
order.
No,
I heard you. I just don't understand the context of this court order.
It was
I'm sorry.
It was I'm so sorry. But I was 14 and like it was part of a custody suit, and they're like, hey, your mom doesn't want you to have a YouTube account since you created it before you were technically of age to create a YouTube account. So the judge was like, you gotta delete your YouTube account, buddy.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just like, my mind is even more. What are you doing to me tonight, Gabes?
Yeah, and then I had to I deleted my fanfiction.net account, but like you can't delete a fanfiction.net account. You just can delete those stories. The account stays there forever.
Man, you got boned.
Yeah.
And like the accounts I didn't delete, I had to personally make a Excel spreadsheet of my username and passwords and give them to my mom.
Wow.
That's creepy and weird.
It was weird, but it was like she pulled up an FBI guy that said parents should have the passwords to their children's social network accounts.
No.
And so I had to give it to her, but it's fine because this happened March of 2011, and then it only lasted a few months, and then she passed away, and so then I just changed my passwords again.
Oh.
Wow, that
just went totally.
That just went up, down,
and all around.
I'm sorry, guys.
It was a roller coaster.
Quick, quick, Gabe, say a pun.
Did you hear about the Arctic bears who couldn't get along?
No.
They were complete polar opposites.
Okay, everything's back to normal now, cause
Say another one. I'm still sad.
I think you just listening to him to give puns. Quick to the Facebooks. To the Facebooks.
Well, I'm gonna head out now.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging in there, Cody.
In stream, but yeah, I'll probably try to do this with you guys again sometime.
Could you while I type out the shout out, could you do an outro real quick, Cody?
Oh, my name's Obi-Wan Cody. I stream on Twitch. I do cartooning stuff, and I'm part of Team Super Rare.
Woo!
And thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Also, we gotta get 3D Hero in this too.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Is he on Discord?
Sometimes.
We gotta get him on Discord more.
Alright.
Alright.
Catch y'all later.
Catch you later, Cody.
Bye.
3D Hero.
3D Hero. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics to. Wait, we are doing the Sonic Heroes theme, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I only remember the first verse, the what comes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground.
That was my jam for all of high school.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
jamming.
Even if it was kind of dumb, I was just wait, why would Knuckles accept himself being called a Sonic hero? Also, what's so special about being a Sonic hero rather than a regular hero?
Speed.
Apparently.
Being way past cool.
Yep.
Being furry.
I have my doubts about that too.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes
wasn't that bad.
I remember when I first heard that song, I was like, oh, this is so cool, but I was in 2nd grade. So I was like, it blew my second grade mind.
No, for me it was What I'm Made Of. That was the one.
What I'm made of.
I do remember playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time and like watching the opening music scenes and being like, "This is what art looks like."
I feel that.
That was Final Fantasy VIII's intro CG for me. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That was like 10, and when 7 came out, I was like, oh my god, it's just awesome.
I don't think
and also Ocarina of Time too.
I didn't have a PlayStation, so I never played 7.
I think for me it was Super Mario Sunshine followed by Super Mario Galaxy.
I mean, Ocarina of Time definitely blew me away, but it wasn't because of like CG.
Same.
Because it was the first thing, like the first of its kind.
Same. It's always got to be a Mario platformer for me. Like first it was Super Mario 64. No,
64. 64 was the like blew my mind because it was in 3D. I was like, "What is this magic? It's like virtual reality."
And then it was Sunshine, because like Sunshine was just like so much fun to run through. Like even without even getting any of the shine sprites, it was just like I'm having fun just running around and sliding on things. And then Galaxy was just like, oh my god, this is a work of art. Hey.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And then Odyssey came along, and I'm like, I don't even care that there's humans in this. I don't even care.
I love that there's humans.
I don't know. I heard some word on the street about Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh god.
That it's not a masterpiece.
Oh god.
I was watching this good video on it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with a pun. Okay, I'm good.
Oh no. Do you want me to link the video? It's like 2 hours long.
No. I mean, you can do it in the Discord, but oh my god, I hated that video so much. That video was like, I'm sorry, like, that video, I'm just so angry. I'm like,
similar to the video that's like, Ocarina of Time isn't actually all that good.
Wait, somebody actually said that?
Yeah, but it was like comparing it to later Zelda games, and it wasn't actually thinking of it as like a product of its time.
Are you talking about like the sequelitis Ocarina of Time episode that Ego Raptor did?
Yeah, that was the one that actually turned, like, it was weird because I was like, oh my gosh, Ego Raptor's really good at this. And then he made that video, I'm like, oh wow, he just got lucky and he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, even he didn't like how that one turned out.
Good, because it wasn't good.
Yeah. It's really funny, though, to watch, like, the Game Grumps play through Ocarina of Time. And it's like, you see all, like, after you complain about a lot of the design decisions and, like, his essay on the game, like, watching him play it, it's like, he's not reading signposts, so he doesn't know where to go, or it's like...
He does that in, like, all the games.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, oh, looking around the room for an eye isn't a puzzle, but then, like, he'll be stuck for, like, 10 minutes looking around the room for an eye.
That, as much as I love Game Grumps, that is what infuriates me the most when I'm watching an episode. Like, they just told you, Aaron. They just told you what to do.
Exactly. He's all like, oh no.
Hey, but it's funny if I don't know what I'm doing.
It is, but it is funny. It's hilarious. I'm like, dude, it's right there. They just told you. And he does lampshade on in episodes. He's like, yeah, just in case we talk over something instead of paying attention to what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. Now I had somebody.
So he knows it.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I don't know. Like, I had an experience in college where I passed my game on to somebody, game, and they were like, and they directly skipped over the tutorial, and I'm like, I'm not, and he's just like, so why do you do what I do? I'm like, there was a tutorial. Why didn't you do it? And he's like, oh, I didn't wanna. I'm like, well, then I'm just not going to help you.
Yeah. I think, like, I can get and stuff like that, especially like when you are streaming, because like, you know, you're under pressure because you have to be entertaining and like try to talk and like do all this stuff. I think it comes off really worse in Game Grumps though, since their episodes are usually only like 10 minutes long. So it's like, unlike kind of like other streamers or other Let's Players, it's like if they get stuck or something, like that's the full day of episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, like that's why I don't play games. I think like my PS4 games I might play blind, or at least God of War and Spider-Man, but I generally try to stay away from playing it blind because it stops. It's not so much it's not fun for me as a player, but I also know as somebody watching me, and if I get stuck and don't know what to do, or rather I get stuck in a way where it's like where it's very clear that that's a puzzle that I'm not figuring out, then I know that's not fun to watch. As opposed to, I don't know, missing my jumps in Super Mario Odyssey, which is hilarious. Or getting stuck inside a boss, because that was fun too.
Right.
I like going in blind. It adds a bit of unpredictability.
Well, it also depends on the streamer too, because like you're very chill, and also it's kind of fun to watch you like mess up in a very chill way. Whereas like if I'm not firing on all cylinders and I go quiet, then it's like I'm not here, which is kind of not cool for a stream.
Right.
And for that for that to work for me, I have to have some idea of what I'm doing and what I'm talking about.
Right. I think it just kind of also depends on what type of game it is that you're doing. Because going in blind for something like God of War is a bit different from like going in blind to something like Dark Souls.
Yes.
Or something like...
I do think a blind Dark Souls stream would be hilarious.
They usually are when you see them. Dark Souls, though, is kind of one of those... It exists in kind of a paradox similar to Undertale. Where it's like they make really good stream material, but they also make really bad stream material. Because they're cool to see people's reaction to, like, what they're playing and what they're doing. But also, it's like, people get really frustrated if you don't play Dark Souls or Undertale correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing an Undertale stream, but apparently the fan base, like, joins and gets on your case.
Yeah, it really sucks because there's stuff about Undertale that like doesn't really have the same emotional impact if you know going in like, oh, I was supposed to do this or I'm not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
But then you have the fan base that'll go in and say like, how dare you do this? How dare you try this playthrough?
Yeah.
That being said, I'm totally doing a blind playthrough of Detroit Become Human when it comes out. Because David Cage is my, like, he's like the closest gaming has to, like, a Tommy Wiseau.
Yep. Yep.
That's a pretty good analogy.
Yep.
And it's, like, usually, like, he makes games that are, like, really actually, like, well done. Like, they play, for the most part, pretty well. They look pretty well. They have good production values. It's just, like, all the writing and stuff is, like, where it gets really funny. So it's like they're kind of a treat. I enjoy them.
Well, and it's weird because I feel like gaming doesn't really know where its focus should be when it comes to its auteurs. Because like all of their auteurs are like, yeah, let's make it more like a movie, and it's like, but you make games. Yeah, but I really wanted to make movies, and I missed the boat to film school.
Like Kojima.
Yeah.
Though I mean, I love his games, so I can't really speak.
Like, I have the problem where, like, I binge them too hard, so now all the flaws just kind of, like, pop out to me and punch me in the face. Like,
yeah.
Like, I love the alert music for Metal Gear Solid 3, that if I'm playing the game right, I never hear. Like,
yeah, well, that's where you just do what I do and be really bad at it.
No, my pride won't let me. Because I like being a ninja.
Do you guys want to hear a really bad... I don't know if it's a pun or if it's just a joke.
Well, Parker's not here, so...
They should just take orphans to Olive Garden.
Why is that?
Because when you're here, you're family.
There we go.
I started dying inside before the punchline.
So I'm not a professional fighter.
Okay.
And I don't even like punch when I fight.
Oh God, where's this going?
I do it just for kicks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will have to wait a minute, but I'm totally dying on stream right now. Oh God.
Are you okay?
Oh God, no, I'm not okay. Especially since my main deputy is not doing her job.
Need a pun vigilante.
First of all,
clean up the puns.
First of all, you're wrong. Second, I'm a sergeant. Third of all, I said he could do it because he's already in shoot. So, bam.
But I'm the mayor.
You have no jurisdiction.
Oh my God.
You're a figurehead.
You guys want another one?
Go for it.
Oh God.
There were a lot of red flags in our relationship, but I guess that's what I get for marrying a matador.
Oh, I hate you.
Olay!
See? The Olay is the punch-up that needed.
That was amazing. Oh man.
I'm writing
I
a
saw
script.
you die on stream.
I'm writing a script about a maid vampire hunter.
Mm-hmm.
It's called From Dusk Till Dawn.
I get it, but
That's not a pun. It's just a bad joke.
She got you there.
Yeah. She's not wrong.
Aha.
I have a joke. So bear walks into bar, yes?
Yes.
What is a drink? I don't know why he's Russian. He says, I'll take a Jack Daniels and a twist of lime. And the bartender says, why the big pause?
Mm-mm.
Ah.
I don't know if you guys can hear me breathing intensely into the microphone.
Those even taste bad coming out of the mouth.
I had one pop up on my Facebook feed that I wrote on my status a long time ago. I think it was something along the lines of, I went to a zoo. It only had one animal, a dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
Mm-hmm.
That was the fun.
My stomach hurts.
Think about it.
So I decided I think I'll make a career for myself in dynamite production.
Oh God.
I hear business is always booming.
I knew it.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Did you guys hear that? I couldn't tell.
I just want to know if Winfrey tried to do a SpongeBob laugh. That's what it sounded like.
I heard the ring shot.
Oh boy.
I'm tired.
Me too.
Me 3.
I made a logo thing.
Nice. I still have to launch my Patreon. Which is what I get for engaging in politics on stream.
You should just drink wine.
Hmm?
You should just drink wine.
I would, but I have a niece in the house.
So?
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh,
Nothing.
yeah.
You just should.
But yeah, I think I might after I finish this one character shot, I think I'm gonna call it stream so I can get ready for tomorrow. So this one will just have to be a little bit longer.
Someone's gotta go to work.
Well, no, I also have to get ready for tomorrow's comic because that's like the frames are exported, but they're not or no, the frames are illustrated, but they're not animated and they're not exported to After Effects. So if I don't do that soon, then I'm gonna spend like the next 3 hours trying to get that done before I wake up in the morning, and that's not gonna be fun. So yeah, we're gonna get her done and then whoop, call it a night.
So my statement is still true.
Huh?
So my statement is still true.
Yes, technically. I just don't have any. I don't have any classwork to get ready for. So there's that.
Take a sip.
Yeah, let's keep that like that.
Are we out of puns?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of winding. I think we're kind of winding down. That's the other reason to kind of call it a little bit early. Because I think we're kind of everybody's sort of like we did it. We got our funds. We got our whats and whys and hows, and I'm still kind of not over 25-year-old freshman.
Yeah, that hits you way too hard.
I missed it.
I should have saved like the entire thing for stream because I think your initial reaction was even better than your on-stream one.
Yep. Well, what you can do is like after this is over, you can go to the VOD and like clip like all of my freakouts and spasms and red foxisms. Cause oh wait, Fry, were you not? Oh yeah, you weren't here for any of that.
No, it was hilarious.
James, if you want to tell the story again.
Yeah, I'll tell it. I'll abridge it. Just in the interest of time. Basically, at my former high school, they made national news because for 9 months, or pretty much the entire school year, a 25-year-old was attending as a high school freshman.
Wow.
And pretending to be 17.
And their basketball star.
Yeah, and playing basketball and like being named best in district.
Is this like? It sounds like a Disney Channel movie.
It until you get to the part where he was dating and physical with a 14-year-old.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
That got
I didn't
nice.
hear that part.
And brought his baby daughter to basketball games.
That sounds more like a Disney Channel CEO.
Oh, now Corky shows up. What?
What, Corky? I haven't seen her in forever.
Hey, Quirky.
Corky, you missed it. James went on a pun
Nothing
rampage.
happened.
Yeah, no, James went on a pun rampage and Whimsy did nothing to stop it.
So
I'm a sergeant. I did everything in my power.
I did it by the books.
Really? Because does everything in your power include encouraging him to just like go on? Yes, do it again. Or my personal favorite, say another one. I'm still sad.
did you hear about the
Yeah.
did you hear about the police department that was located inside of the library?
Oh god,
Yeah.
no.
They did everything by the books.
Oh snap! Somebody actually had a rim shot.
That's what makes it actually.
Speaking of books, I started reading some.
Oh no. Oh wait, are these the books that you were talking about on Discord?
Yeah, I decided I like read a chapter of Ready Player One. And I was like, I want to read something good.
Yeah.
So I went to the store and I picked up The Hate You Give, by Angie Thomas, and I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara and On Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've started 2 of them. I started Hate You Give and I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and they're both excellent.
Yay.
I don't know, are you aware of either of those, Skip?
Say again?
Are you aware of either of those? Anyone?
Beyond what you were talking about, no.
Oh. The Hate You Give is very good. It's, I'm only like 50, 70 pages in, maybe.
Nice.
But, it's a young adult novel, about a young black girl who is in the car when her friend is shot by a police officer.
Okay.
And basically, it kind of becomes a huge national controversy
Oh, I heard that.
This is a book or a police report?
It's on my list.
It's a book. It's really good so far. It's one of those though. It's not like a bad thing, but it's just one of those where it's like, you know, when you see something like that's really good that reflects real life, and you're like, wow, I could hand this to this person I know who's having a hard time really getting these concepts, but I know they won't appreciate it because they'll just write it off immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, Quirky, as part of the co-host crew, you can jump in Discord. I mean, I know you're kind of busy and stuff, but
yeah,
you can arrest Gabe's directly.
I already did. I put him in shoe for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but
and
this
yet
is
he's still punning up a storm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm Lokiing right now.
What's she busy with?
I'm assuming classwork.
I thought she was done.
Yeah,
That's what I
she did fine. I read she finished finals and collapsed into a coma, and that's the last I heard of it.
Yeah, I thought she was hibernating.
Yeah, she's hibernating.
Oh, wait. Quirky, did you ever get that job? Whatever that you're trying to do?
Quirky!
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 Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Gabes, if I ever meet you in real life, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Scott, if your life had a face, I would punch you.
Wait, what? Oh, that movie. Yeah, I feel like Scott Pilgrim was made for Michael Cera.
He did fit the role pretty good.
Yeah, I think the only role he was like better in or like made for is Wally Brando in Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
He's just so natural.
Yeah.
George Michael.
I still feel Scott Pilgrim is the best.
Yeah, actually, George Michael's that too. Yes, that's a good one too.
So where have you been, Quirky? What you been up to?
Life. Got home from school. Trying to figure out what to do with my life.
Wait, from school or from pool? I misheard that.
From school.
Okay.
I've been home. Life has been hectic.
Oh, that's how
Life tends to do that.
Yeah. I'm tired, but now I think everything's settling down and I'm getting my thoughts and mind straight. So
Well, that's good.
yay!
That's good.
I hope to do a ukulele stream tomorrow.
Nice.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, because I've been doing that all night. Shout out.
Did anyone see Jake Gyllenhaal in talks for Mysterio?
I saw.
That's cool.
We're gonna have to unfortunately save that for Wednesday. Cause
I will say, sorry, real quick.
Mhm.
Before I read the headline, I just saw, like, scrolling down my newsfeed, I just saw the picture and then the word Spider-Man. And that's when I realized that if you look at a picture of Jake Gyllenhaal without, like, context, you can easily mistake him for Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And my
Yeah,
first thought was, oh no.
He's like Jared Leto if he wasn't a skis ball.
Yeah. But on that note, we're gonna call it quits. We're gonna talk more about Mysterio on Wednesday, provided that everybody pops in again, because this was a crap ton of fun. But unfortunately, I'm gonna call it a night here.
Okay.
Sorry, Gabes.
It's okay.
So, yeah, we're gonna call it a night here. Where's the end screen? So if we could all do our outros, that would be awesome.
But I just got here.
I know.
Hey,
All right, actually, Quirky, you're at the top of the list, so you get to go first.
Wait, why am I at the top of the list?
Because you're the latest person in the thing.
Okay. Wait, I think I wrote it down. Let me see. Yes, I'm just gonna read from what I wrote, because I'm not good at doing this. So, hi, my name is Quirky, and I'm currently now a sophomore in college and learning animation and illustration. I draw some silly cool things on Tumblr and Instagram. and I currently have a comic in the works. Also,
Yay.
I stream music, so yeah.
Cool beans. All right, who's next? Doombot, you're up.
Hello, this is Doombot KV. I'm currently streaming now. Streaming this whole time. No one asked, but that's fine.
You should totally tell somebody.
Streaming streaming webcomics, 3D art, animation, and hopefully we'll start making some 3D miniatures soon.
Yay. Drastic, you're up.
I have food in my mouth.
Dang it, Drastic.
Hang on. All right. Let me channel some Dusty Rhodes. I'm the record breaker, the hit maker now. The most flamboyant artist you've ever seen on the Twitch. Drastic Action X on Twitch, Drastic Creative on the Facebook machine, the Twitter machine, and the Instagram machine. If you love it, tell a friend. If you hate it, tell an enemy.
All right, Fry Guy, you're up.
Hi, I'm Fry Guy. I make movies and play video games and scope and stream. And I'm on. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook, FryGuy86, and also Instagram. And also I have a creative Instagram separate that is Fry Creative. I'm on FREI, by the way.
Yes. Not how you think it's spelled. Also, not how you think it's spelled, because you've got like 50 different spellings for this. Gabes, you're up.
All right. Hi,
Also,
I'm Gabe. What? You just told.
Yeah, I know. Now you have to do the outro.
Okay. Well, hi. My name's Gabes, and I'm nobody. I don't really have any social media accounts that other people can follow, but yet. But I do stream occasionally. I've been streaming Kingdom Hearts. If you guys want to stop by, I'll probably do a stream tonight. And you can otherwise just catch me on Discord.
Cool.
And
you should set up a Medium account and start writing things.
Yeah, I thought about doing that. I have a blog, I just haven't used it in forever, and I was going to write a post this weekend, but then I was working and just didn't get around to it. So I might post something soon, and then I can just link to people and be like, look, I'm actually a writer. I'm not just saying I am.
So technically I'm next, but I'm the host, so I'm going to go last. Whimsy, you're up.
Alright, I am Whimsy Kaya Arts. That is WHIMSIKYA Arts. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. I have Etsy, Society 6, Redbubble shops. And I am on Twitch as well. I stream arts, and I've started to stream video games. I mainly do art. I do illustrations, and I make pretty stuff. So follow me, buy my stuff. I do the arts.
Yes, buy all the things.
Buy all things.
Champion. Alright, on that note, it's your boss, SkipperWing Bird, coming to you. Well, actually, not coming to you. We're closing out with another skip stream. You can find me on YouTube. Actually, you can find me everywhere except for certain sites. Under the moniker of SkipperWing. That includes DeviantArt, that includes YouTube, and starting tomorrow that will include Patreon. So please, if you like what I do and you would like me to do more of it, please support me on the Patreons. I would greatly appreciate it. You can also check out my webcomic at thecrimsonfly.com. That's the little dude doing the spasms in the corner. So this has been a skip stream. On Wednesday, we're probably going to do some more Crimson Fly. We're also going to talk about Jake Gyllenhaal and how weird it is that he looks like Jared Leto. And also, who is Mysterio? Well, he's a mystery. Find out next time on the skip stream. Night, everybody. No, nobody else is going to say goodnight?
Good night.
I was waiting for the Dragon Ball Z song to start going.
Next time on Overpowered Aliens.
Woo! Alright, night everybody.
Good night.
Night. Rest well.